Well, there goes the Daverhood. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Well, I hit that note. I got the out of my trachea and my throat this morning. I was able to hit a note and sustain it.
Yeah, that was like, was Pavarotti here?
Haven't
Pavarotti, I thought I heard, was that Julio Iglesias?
been able to do that since my mid-50s, so yay.
I heard Pavarotti was here.
That was a beautiful, well, listen to my stomach, yeah. I would prefer Cornhole, but I'll take Pavarotti, you know.
What about you could be, who's a good singer in dominant culture who has a deep voice?
Wolfman Fisher? No.
You could be Shabuzi.
Shabuzi, all right.
Maybe.
1 to the 2 to the 3 and the 4, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching the Dave's Gone By Show with me. I'm Dave. Hello. And my darling and adorable and coughing wife. You okay, babe? But I gave her my phlegm. This one. It came out of me.
Once my TV clears up, I'll be happy.
Man, we're not on the TV. We're just on the computer here. But you know.
I'm gonna look at share this 1 year ago. I'll share it.
Oh yay!
That's nice.
So we are live on this Saturday morning, last Saturday in October, I believe. Yes, it is for the 1005th. Sorry.
1 more week in October.
Yeah, but I think by next show it'll be November. So, because Halloween is coming, I believe, this Friday. I can't count, but 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Friday is Halloween. So, happy and safe Halloween to all you folks in a couple of days. But it's not Halloween yet. It's October 25th, 2025. And we are here with the 05th or 1005th episode of the Dave's Gone By Show, which mixes humor and culture and interviews and stuff and zaniness and craziness and whatever we do every Saturday from 9 until noon or thereabouts. So, let me show it?
Shared it.
Yay. My wife just shared an old 1 year ago.
DGB is on there live.
Yeah, it was one of the weeks we were taking a vacation. I guess we took it in October for some reason. I don't know why.
November 2nd, yeah. Maybe you were trick-or-treating. You know, you love to trick-or-treat.
I do, because Dave loves snacks, loves candy, and...
Somebody said, do you see the Bruce information? Let's see.
The Bruce information? Oh, about Springsteen? What?
Did you see the Bruce information, Amelia? Of course you can mention it.
Oh, well, remember, that's about next week's potential guest.
Okay.
So, anywho, yeah, me like snacks. I try to be, not to gorge and not to be constantly snacking. But on days when I'm home and I'm working and I'm trying to do stuff on Mac numbers and whatever else, and it's just an hour or 2 or 3, there's no way. After about 45 minutes, I'm like, need gum, need something, and pretzels or potato chips or something to keep me going. I'm not a healthy snacker. I think my wife will attest to that. It's like if I look in the fridge and there's cut up carrots, once out of every 750 days, I might reach for the cut carrots. That'd be about it. Right? If there's grapes, that I would go for once or twice a week. Grapes is I was talking about this a week or two ago. Grapes being the most perfect snack ever in the history of the whole wide world.
Wow.
But and especially because they don't have seeds anymore. I'm like, yes. But even so, if I saw a bucket of grapes versus a bag or a little bowl filled with potato chips, I am going with...
That's your go-to, grapes. Uh-oh.
Yeah, which one are you going with, Daddy? As I was saying, which one? Would you go for the snacks made of us? Or perhaps the fruit? Okay, potato...
You're distracting with the baby game of cornhole here.
Oh, look. Maybe later, Potato, we'll all play cornhole together.
Here's something better here.
Oh, all right, hold on. Oh, okay. No, Potato, I was just kidding. I wouldn't need to, yeah. I give him the ketchup, and that calms him down.
They like that, yeah. How's he feeling now?
Oh, man. I think it's like pot to them. They're kind of like, I see cool colors, and wow, we're all together.
That has the high fructose corn syrup, that's why.
This is the regular Heinz.
The Simply Heinz, they're okay. It's the high fructose corn syrup.
Oh, yeah. I get frucked up.
Oh,
that's a funny line right there.
Potato.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't really have that much else to say about snacking. I tried a couple of different snacks today.
Oh, good.
I was at the car place where we get our car, checked out. Serviced, yeah. Because it was time. And, they give you that little sticker on your windshield. And it's like, if you pass this date or you pass this amount of mileage, it's time to bring your car in for a look-see. And the one thing that I really like about the car place, aside from the fact that they'll give you a lift, because we live pretty close, and you don't have to stay there for an hour or 2 or 3, because anytime they tell you it's going to take an hour, usually it takes 2 or 3 or 4. But one of the nice things is you get the free coffee, man. You got the coffee pods. They don't have milk, but that's why they'll have creamer, and also they have hot chocolate. So this is an excuse for Dave to have hot chocolate, which is, A-okay by me. Not something I want every day.
Was it a Keurig, or was it what kind of...
It's more like a Nespresso-y thing, because it comes in these... Of course, yeah, I've been doing this for ages, but have you seen these? I don't know why they don't go for a Keurig.
We have espresso in hotels. It's like a tiny pod, right?
No, it's this other weird thing. It's sort of like, it's a little bag, almost like an enema bag, but really small, and it's got a plastic top on it, and you just, the drawer comes out, you put the bag in.
A tea bag?
No, it's the size of, the bag is like the size of this, but not as thick.
I've never seen that.
I've seen it really, you're right, only at this service station, or
Maybe it's where car dealers have it.
Yeah, well, they're a dealer as well as a service place for Subarus. And so they have this thing where you put the packet in, yeah.
So they said, now that Dr. Demento is retired, what is there to live for? Oh.
Nothing, but you put the packet in, and it makes hot cocoa, which you don't need milk for, which is okay, great. I use that, and then they updated or added to their snacks, because usually all they would have is a bag of pretzels, which was great.
They're early too, so sometimes it's like when you get there early, there's just more variety.
Yeah, so they had like vanilla Oreo type cookies.
Oh my God!
Oh, I grabbed it. I
must have gone to Costco.
I know, because there's all these different, and they had like a hot nut mix, which I do not want.
What else did they have? Oreo cookies.
And they had the pretzels, and they had,
that's safe.
I think, some kind of chips there, and one other thing. But usually they just have 1 or 2 varieties of things, and they have water. Because I brought you bottled water from there too.
Thank you.
If they want to take my car and I can bring my computer in, I'll live there. I'll bring a pillow, I'll bring a blankie.
Call me and say that you're spending a lot of time with them lately, and they're a little bit worried about you.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty decent place to hang out, because they want to sell cars as well as fix cars, so they've got to make it nice and have a nice area. But they were great, and it was nice because it's been a couple of months. And so I'm thinking, okay, we live in Maryland. The roads can be kind of bumpy. There's divots everywhere. Sometimes when I make a turn, I go up on the curb. Classic. Then I make a turn or something, and I know, okay, you got to rotate the tires. Something's wrong. It's going to be this. This is deflated. This is this. This is this. But it was really nice. We got a beautiful, clean bill of health on our Subi. Didn't even need oil or anything like that. And I drive it every day.
They told me they did that to get you out because you kept eating all the little vanilla Oreo cookies.
Yeah, they lost money on me yesterday because apparently we're still under some contract for some of our stuff.
Yeah.
So they didn't charge, which was like, hello. And they checked everything apparently. And, we're good to go. But because they didn't charge me anything and they gave me a free lift and I drank coffee and I ate like 17 bags of their snacks. More customers like me, they're going to go out of business, But yay, yeah, it's been such a horrible year that it's weird to have such a good week, You know, some stuff that we can't talk about that was good this week, but at least our car, but that was yay. That was a big yay day.
I mean, it's cold today. Maybe we do the goats tomorrow. Would you be mad?
Oh, as long as we do it tomorrow and we don't lay.
Because I don't. Okay, I'm gonna look it up and find out. We gotta find out. Their schedules tell them it says 9 a.m., 5 a.m. There's stuff happening between 9 and 5.
What my wife is talking about, and this excites me to no end. I really shouldn't, but it does. And I even have a picture here that is representative, but has nothing to do with it. It's kind of hard to see.
It gives you it doesn't give you.
It doesn't give you, EWE. I'll explain. So there's a thing fairly close to where we live.
I don't know what Halloween is.
How do they spell it?
Maybe it's live owls.
Owl-owing, get it?
No, but I mean, is it live owls?
Oh, wouldn't that be? I would so see that.
But that doesn't link.
What? Now, see, to me, going to a place to watch live owls would be amazing. To other people, they wouldn't give a hoot. Thank you. But what my wife was talking about first is that locally, it's like a 4-H thing.
Look at this.
What?
Halloween is an event that features owls and other raptors.
Where? When?
It's from noon to 2 at a local farm.
Uh-huh.
It's presented by a certain wildlife center. And they said,
Yeah.
owl ambassadors, an opportunity to learn about them.
Remember we went to one of these things like 2 years ago and they had a guy walking around with an owl?
If you want to.
I want to.
Well, we might not be out of your show, so.
Well, the show, we go from about 9 till noon, sometimes earlier, most times a little bit later, which gives us until 2 o'clock to see a owl. I want to see the owls, please. But
I'm looking at the stuff going on at the other place today.
yeah, well, also locally, there's a 2-day thing of sheep and rams and ewes.
It's called Jack-o'-lantern Jamboree.
Jack-o'-lantern Jamboree, my friends. Jack-o'-lantern Jamboree.
It'd be nice if they put a schedule that's more than 9 to 5.
Yeah, well, the thing is, if you go, they don't even have really a great website page. It goes to their Facebook page.
Oh.
Yeah, show me. What the hell? Oh, God.
That's the check-in.
We got. Can I show it on the?
1 second.
Yeah.
Hold on. So they have a lot of.
Yeah.
Selling stuff. Oh, they have a belt. Oh, they have
made
a
of
lot of merch.
Yeah, well, merch, sure. And they have a barbecue pit, I think.
They have a thing about
Pan.
JR's Beef Pit. Breakfast Saturday lunch is beef pit, ham, turkey, hot dogs, hamburgers, french fries, nachos, cheese, desserts, drinks. And then Sunday, sausage and pepper, hamburgers, french fries, chips. Wait, here's the weekend schedule. It just says Saturday.
Did you say chips? What?
It says Saturday 7 to 9 a.m.
p.m., yeah, right. 7 a.m. to 9 p.m., yeah.
9 a.m. And
Ew.
then 9 a.m. to showmanship. And then it says 5 p.m. done.
Well, all right. So somewhere between 7 and 9 at night, they're doing stuff. But they don't actually list in any order or time frame when they're showing little ewes and lambs, when they're showing goats, when they're and they also have a costume thing where kids who are showing their animals.
You have to dress the animal. The one dressed like Bob Ross and the painting.
Yes. So this is the entrance apparently to the event, to the fairgrounds. So there's and it's not even much for the general public. It's for people who are showing off and selling their sheep, rams, ewes, and lambs and shearing them.
Yeah, I don't know if they're shearing. I think they're just showing. You know, like I was telling, so my friend in Colorado, Colorado gets it. It's like a 4-H. So but I don't know. In 4-H, they raise the animals for foodies. Right. But I think these are for breeding. And like making a herd.
Yeah. I hope they're for breeding. I plan to have sex with at least 2 sheep today. That's why I'm going to their fitting clinic. Oh, I missed it. It was yesterday. They had the fitting clinic. Would I fit into a lamb? You know, if I really position myself.
That's for shoes.
Oh, shoes. Or maybe hooves? Anyway, so we are betwixt and between. Usually we're scattering about trying to find something interesting to do on the weekend here in northern Baltimore. Now, this weekend, there's an owl guy, or an owl parade thing, and then there's this.
This Supreme Ram. That's the winner. Look at the belt. Look at the belt.
Oh, and it's for Halloween because it's the jack-o'-lantern. So you notice the cobwebbing and the thing. Yeah, if I were a teenager, I would be proud to wear
If I
this.
were Goya raising an animal, I'd be proud if it won.
Oh, no, of course I would. You know, the amount of time and effort and whatever it takes to raise sheep and goats. What?
Wait a
Yeah.
second.
Hmm.
Wait a second.
Oh, is there video? Please, God, tell me there's video.
Oh, you got to create your account, and they have a free live stream.
Really?
I'm doing it. Hold on, yeah.
Oh my God. We don't even have to go. We can watch from the comfort of our home.
I'm doing that. I got to do your.
And so I'm still running over to get the pit beef.
David, I'm trying to do your thing, so you just do your show.
I'm doing my show.
I'm trying to typo it. Oh, shit.
Closest I have to pit beef is when I smell my armpit. But you know, don't even know what that means. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm reminding you, watching Dave's Gone By on this October 26th, 2025. Dave Lefkowitz here, the host and producer of the program. So what we do, as I said, we mix talk and nonsense and sense, okay, mostly nonsense, but sometimes sense, and all the wonderful things we do. Among the things that we are doing on this particular episode of Dave's Gone By.
Oh yeah, credit card stuff. It's nothing.
Oh yeah, so it's free. Everything is free. This is the thing. This event.
You see if you want to continue. You got to make those decisions.
I mean, if you want to buy pit beef, I think you have to pay something. But it's like, yeah, okay. Let me fill this in, or you fill it in on the phone. My name is Dave, D-A-V-E.
I don't think you have to do that.
Oh, good. Oh, just get us an account so we can live stream the event. Because we've done this before. There's been this thing that they have annually or twice annually at the fairgrounds called Reptilicon, where, I mean, I have no great desire, no big love, certainly not into snakes, but lizards and things like that.
I'm not going to do the whole, I'm going to find this
Or
out.
we can do it on a computer. But
it's a live stream.
and we live stream just to see what the hell is going on, because when they have Reptilicon, we can hear the fireworks. You would figure if you have live animals around, even if they're reptiles, you're not going to be setting off loud, noisy, booming things, and yet they do. And they play like heavy, crunching music for, I guess, a party at the end of all the showing and selling of these geckos and lizards and turtles and things. So we tuned in to watch where they were showing lizard, and they were turning them over and showing what sex they were, or saying, this one isn't sexed yet. It could be a male, could be a female, could be somewhere in the middle. That's why we're selling it cheap. I was like, wow! And you can actually watch this live stream on the computer. It was, well, if we can get it, yeah. So they are apparently live streaming.
But you have to pay. I don't like that.
Oh, you have to, well, makes...
why you have to put on your credit card? That's stupid.
Oh, even though you're not paying anything, you have to sign up with a credit. I guess they're trying to avoid scammy things or something like that. I don't know. I'm tempted. You know, if they're not going to charge me anything, I'm fine by it. But, we don't have to stream it. We live a couple of miles away. We can physically go and watch the sheep and lambs and ewes and goats and dromedaries and axolotls.
I'm going to find it on YouTube.
And fingers. Who knows what they'll have at the Jack-o'-lantern Jamboree, ladies and gentlemen.
Jack-o'-lantern Jamboree, free live stream without credit card. Internet Archive, here, let's see.
Oh, I love the, oh, maybe that's last year's. Oh, yeah. God bless the Internet Archive.
From 2013.
Really? Oh, my God. So, more than 10 years ago, they had this Jack...
This was in somebody else in Atlanta.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, they go all over the place. Next week, they'll be in another city. All right, so... oh, God, okay. But I don't see any animals. This is just children milling about.
Let me find some.
Yeah, you scroll through it or something. This year's Jack-o'-lantern Jamboree is still going from city to city. Today, they're in Baltimore, today and tomorrow.
Oh, it's for kids. It's nicer in California.
Well, yeah, it's California. And probably...
It's mostly kids running around.
There's got to be more. Maybe, is it the same one, though? Is it the Jack-o'-lantern Jamboree with sheep? Okay. How could they not show the sheep?
Okay. Jack-o'-lantern jamboree with sheep, video free.
Uh-oh. Maybe no pictures. Just get the Bob Ross guy. We've got to show that.
That's the fair.
Anyway, on this episode of the Dave's Gone By show, we'll have some of our usual segments, such as StoryTime. I get to read, or maybe Rabbi Sol will end up reading a book and commenting upon it succinctly and wisely and hopefully humorously. And today's book, oh boy, we don't want to miss this. This is, for all the woke folks out there, A is for activist. Because, we do want to have our children grow up to be, have a voice and to participate in democracy and to be, open and honest and true and just and fair. But this book, wondering if it may go a little bit overboard in the indoctrination of that. So A is for activist. We're going to be dipping into this lovely, lovely children's book a little later on Storytime on Dave's Gone By. Also, we will have our Colorado Limerick of the Damned, because my wife and I lived in Colorado for more than a decade. And I took it into my noggin to create as many poems about as many places in Colorado as I possibly could. Where you've got to name the name of the town and rhyme it 3 times, and then have 2 other rhymes in the middle. A limerick. These are Colorado Limericks of the Damned, and this week we go to Canton, Colorado. Canton, like the Ohio Canton, except this is in fact Colorado. Canton, for a Colorado Limerick of the Damned, we may have Bunyan Watch, if I can stop coughing, Bunyan Watch, where I show you the condition of my left and right foot bunions, because we're always keeping tabs on them. Speaking of health and body-related things, we may even have a moment of my old phlegm, promising you that. This is an exciting thing, as well as Greeley Times. Of course, because we lived in Colorado, we share a weekly column from the Greeley Tribune up in northern Colorado called, in the paper, it's called Cop Log, and they are real, actual calls that come into the Northern Colorado Police Department.
Live stream, goat show, lamb show, fairgrounds, Maryland.
And the funniest ones are put in the newspaper every week, and then shared with everybody, because it would strip away the identifiers. It's public record. It calls to the cops. So, yeah, Cop Log in the Tribune, we call it Greeley Times. And then, last but not least, we also have an interview. In fact, a triple today on Dave's Gone By. Rabbi Sol Solomon, the blessed, the beloved, will be interviewing 3, count them 3, all right, let's count them, 1, 2, 3, people involved in an off-Broadway show called The Pitch. And it's kind of, I haven't seen it, but it's a David Mamet-esque dark comedy about a guy who has to sell. He's got to sell to support his family, got to sell to support himself, and is losing his soul, perhaps, in the process. And it's gotten very good reviews. It's The Pitch, and it's written by a fellow named Tom Alper. So he stars in it, and he also wrote the play. It is also featuring something of a legend in West Coast broadcasting, a guy named Phil Hendrie. He was doing what I'm doing long before I was doing it, and doing it with all these different characters and voices too. If you've heard of the Phil Hendrie show that was syndicated for a bunch of years, and he's still podcasting, it's him, and he's in the show, and he's joining us on the interview. And then the producer of the show, who also is an understudy in The Pitch, her name is Christine Blackburn, all 3 of them are going to be taking part in the interview with Rabbi Sol later. So I'm pitching that. You're going to want to stick around for that here on this 1005th episode of the Dave's Gone By show. So is there, even if you don't get video, do you have any pictures of...
I can't find it.
Oh,
Look on AI.
But now I'm into the owls maybe for today. We do the owls first, then we grab lunch, and then we do the sheepies tomorrow.
I used to look it up on Google. That's how we found the little local church that has the beautiful craft show and
Sure,
all
sure.
the foodies.
Yeah.
And then now it's a Gemini. I think it's a Google AI.
Oh, yeah.
And it's saying the trunk or treat.
I'll take the trunk. No, I'll take the treat. I like snacks. What am I saying? Yes. I wonder if that's how elephants do Halloween. What else we got?
But now it's different stuff. Oh, Halloween. Yeah. It's free.
It's free. Oh, you had me at free. I'm middle-aged and Jewish. You had me at free. Actually, am I an older adult, hon?
You're whatever you want, baby.
Well, I think I've passed middle age unless I hit 100. Technically, I think I passed middle age when I was 55, which is why it's, I guess, the magic age when you start getting 10% off at IHOP. And you know.
What is that? What are you talking about?
I'm asking you, who are an expert in these things, at what point did I pass middle age and become an older adult? Which I guess,
I wanted to.
because it used to be like 36. That was the thing. If you were around 36, there you were. You were at the middle life expectancy. But now life expectancy is like up and up and up.
You're making this stuff.
I'm not making it up. 36 was considered middle age.
No, it wasn't.
Well, what was?
I don't know. 97,000.
I should. No, I don't want to live to 90s. 97, I would live to if I were. I'd live to anything if I were healthy. Oh my God, if they could.
Oh, scary! I'll show you that.
Oh, show me something scary, babe. But yeah, no, I'm cognizant of the fact that I'm in the final third. I don't know. Probably significantly into
Here's some
the final
Halloween
third.
stuff at another location.
But is this the same? Is this jack-o'-lantern? Oh, this is birds.
No, that's Halloween.
Oh, owls!
That's what you wanted.
Well,
You said
I
I
can't-
want to go to Halloween.
Halloween. Yeah,
You
okay.
said get the Halloween.
Well,
thing
I couldn't
up
tell that
right
that was an
there.
owl. That looks like an eagle or an
Just
osprey.
Click on the picture. It'll make it big. Click on.
Well, this one's obviously an owl. There's an owl,
Let's see.
and he's gorgeous. Look at that.
Archimedes. Here, I'll make it big so you can see the picture. Oh, you can just scroll down to all of them. If you go down, you'll see.
Yeah, they brought my favorite
You don't
owl.
want to see that.
Who?
No, oh, it's good. But the rest of her family, you don't want to see that.
Oh, no, maybe not. Perhaps not.
Oh,
What? Show me.
no, that's another. It moves around, I guess.
Well, the owls do. They swivel their heads like 300.
Halloween.
Anything good?
Oh, they have different. No, hold on. I can't say it in your phone because you're on the air.
What do you knew? Well, you're not giving us our address.
No, it's okay.
However, if you want to send gifts, snacks, or money, send them to David Lefkowitz. And I used to have a P.O. box that I could give people and where they had to send checks to subscribe to my magazine and stuff. But now, no, we live quietly and privately here in beautiful northern Maryland, where the weather is actually chilly but gorgeous today. We've had just beautiful. I don't want to jinx it, but one of the jokes of when we first moved to Maryland is that every time we went on the air here on Saturday mornings, it would be rainy and miserable. And I would try to convince people, and I would say, the whole rest of the week, it was sunny, it was lovely, maybe a little chilly or maybe a little too warm, but it was beautiful.
Oh, here we go.
And every Saturday morning, I get on the air, and it was like the worst day of the week in terms of weather. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Don't show the post because there's the name where it is.
Well, here it is.
And let's
Wow.
see if there's more for you.
So thank you for Halloween. But yeah, recently we've had beautiful Saturdays. In fact, I even did one episode or two episodes of the show back to back outside.
Oh, there's a lot of chatter. One woman said, "Where is it? Is it there? Just was there." Another one said, "I need to go."
But was this like a day ago, or is this an old thing?
No, they're. I guess it's
Or this year's?
Saturday. They probably gone in the past, and they were reflecting about how much they enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And they're asking because the owls are not normally there. That's a farm. They're bringing the owls from a rescue center.
Yes.
So there's a lot of chatter. It's like, where is it? Is it at the rescue place or is it at the farm? And they're saying it's at the farm.
Ironically, when they have owls, they fly them in.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
Ding, 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 ladies and gentlemen.
I think we went there a lot.
We did?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Honey.
well, show everybody. What the hell is this?
We won the pumpkin contest, I guess. That's the deflated pumpkin.
Oh, this is horrifying. It's almost like a clamshell with Venus stepping out of it. I mean, that's an enormous friggin' pumpkin, but it doesn't quite look like a pumpkin anymore.
I remember back in the day they would say, there was always controversy because they'd say, did they use growth hormone? Is it like real? I don't think you get a pumpkin that...
No. Oh, no, you can't. No. Pumpkins can sometimes. You don't have to be Monsanto
He
or...
won. I don't know what he won. Oh, maybe, David, could we get a pumpkin?
Yes, we can.
Oh, let's do that. I'd like to get a pumpkin.
Really? Will you carve it or just show it?
No, just to I don't want to leave it outside because knowing us, our deer or a groundhog or a fox, someone will eat it and choke. We'll have to do a hind leg,
Yeah, that would be bad.
But,
yeah.
ooh, look what they have.
All right, we can buy a pumpkin. Absolutely, we'll get a pumpkin.
Oh, I think they have,
What?
They're covering the pumpkin, that big pumpkin.
They're
covering it.
With a shroud? What?
Because it's cold, honey.
It's not even growing anymore.
Look, they're reading in a bedtime story. Here, look. Maybe we could take a picture of you with the big pumpkin.
Yeah.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're reading in a bedtime
I'll bring
story.
my blankie and it can be the great pumpkin, which finally arrived after all these years.
Like Elvis, you might not be able to view the big pumpkin.
So we're going to be doing story. See, if we'd gotten the pumpkin this week, I could do story time with the pumpkin.
Next time you can reenact it. See,
Oh, yes.
You can reenact what this...
You can do it with me, Daddy. I'm a tater. Oh, we could do it with potato instead of a pumpkin.
They have the flag behind it. It gets a patriotic pumpkin.
Is this part of Halloween or is this something completely different here?
I believe it is.
We're going to Halloween.
They have an international Christmas shop, but they also have other stuff in there that's not. They might have a ornament that has a ketchup for potato.
Or maybe a dreidel or something or something. What? Show me.
Pumpkins look.
Oh, those are pretty. Are those squash or pumpkins?
Those are pumpkins. I'd like one like that, just as a decoration, right?
Yeah, don't they have these at the usual supermarket?
These are farm grown.
Yeah.
I mean, it's.
Well, we're not gonna make a pie out of it, are we?
No, I just like to have it. I think it's pretty. This looks to me like a hybrid of a squash and a pumpkin, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, this guy's really milking this big pumpkin thing.
If you've ever milked a pumpkin, you know how difficult that can be.
Oh, look at that.
Yes, dear.
Look at the photo at their farm.
I went. Butterfly, it's a little, probably that's a couple of weeks earlier than this.
Yeah. Oh, they have.
We're not going to see that kind of foliage at
I
this.
hope they have plants.
Oh, yeah, let's go. We're good. I mean, after the show's over.
Yeah.
We're not going to stop the show early so we can run and buy a pumpkin. But we can absolutely, after our program ends, about noon-ish today, Saturday, October 26th, 5th. Why
do I feel we weren't there? Because none of this... There's a big tent. This is not the place we usually go.
Well, it could have been 3 years ago we went to one of these things.
No. We've gone to this farm.
Okay.
But I'm very confused because...
Maybe they expanded it for this event.
They have to, because it looks nothing like what unless I'm very confused now. Let's see. That's so weird to me.
Huh.
I don't understand that.
Well... There are more things on heaven and earth, Horatia, than are dreamt of in your philosophy. And mine as well. So what else? So that's, well, I told you what's going to be on this episode.
We've never been here.
Show. We haven't.
Have we?
How far away is it? Don't say that on the air, but it's drivable. We'll do it.
I'm looking in the map. It said, it's 9 minutes. How come I don't?
Wow. We're going.
Is this might be the place that's always crowded. We could park across the street and walk over.
I mean, it's a Saturday morning. It will probably be certainly be crowded today because they're having the Halloween event.
I know, that's true.
Yeah, just keep us off the highways and I'll get there.
Yeah.
I'm down. I am down, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm just starting it so we could see.
Anyway.
I'm totally confused. It's not where I think it is. Why is that? Yeah, it's that big farm. You know where we go when we go where we normally go shopping? It's a big farm center. So I say we park across the street and we walk over because when you get in there...
if we get a 27-pound pumpkin...
No, we're getting a teeny pumpkin.
A teeny pumpkin? Big pumpkin!
No, you can't outdo the guy. You get your own pumpkin. You're special.
I am. That's why I ride the little bus.
Uh-oh.
Ah, yes, okay. So, one of the things, the events, oh God, this thing. This signals the arrival of one of our favorite segments on Dave's Gone By. It's called Greeley Times, and it's based on a column that appears weekly in the Greeley Tribune newspaper called Cop Log, where they collect together actual phone calls, you okay? That come into the Weld County Police Department. And the phone calls, the idea is that people are complaining about all sorts of weird stuff that's happening.
I threw it over there.
Yeah, well, it's still leaning on the thing that makes the... Maybe it'll stop.
No, it's not. It just goes on for 5 minutes.
There we go. So, Greeley Times, phone calls that come into the Greeley and Weld County Police Department from people complaining about something going on in their neighborhood. So, the funniest ones go in the paper. The funniest of the funniest we talk about here on Greeley Times. We have our pig, and we have...
Where's your new dreidels?
This is probably still in my bag. It's not Hanukkah yet. So, hold on. Let me get our important music up for Greeley Times. I can only play like 10 seconds of it because
just sing it.
YouTube was like, Greeley, Colorado is a wonderful city.
What's the singing pig?
Very nice. Okay, let us begin with our very first phone call from the Greeley area to the police. Oh, I got it. Hello. Oh, I lost my video here for a moment. There we are. Yeah.
Other side with the phone, you're showing the sticker.
Whoops. Yeah, this wasn't, we didn't pay $9.99 for it. All right, well. Yeah, but now I can't hear the person on the phone.
Hold on 1 second. Just do some...
Can you put them on hold, please? Can you just tell them I'll be right with them?
Oh, wow, look at... I wonder if it lit up.
You think?
No, it had... What's this part?
I don't know.
What is that part?
I don't know what this... It has this special thing on the phone.
Maybe that's where you call in?
I don't know. It's a digital... Oh, maybe you put... I don't know. I have no idea. But anyhow, hello. Sorry. They were on hold this whole time.
Oh, they don't know.
A caller at Highway 34 bypass saw a man wearing black, carrying a hammer, and, quote, just walking down the road.
I think that's called the day laborer.
I think it's called Johnny Cash.
Yes.
The ghost of Johnny Cash walks Greeley, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna, I think I'm gonna keep this phone because this phone is really the silver phone. It's not the red phone in Batman, but it is silver. A caller at where? 20th Street saw a dump truck driver run into a power line. Well, I gotta tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. If I drove into a power line, I'd be taking the dump too. I'm just a live wire today. Okay, let me get... Hello. The caller on 19th Avenue kept hearing a loud, quote, explosion-type sound.
Oh, wait,
Where's the thing? A loud explosion-type sound coming from the west. The caller said it happened every night around the same time and was louder than a gunshot because it would shake the house.
Whoa, what the heck?
You know what? It finally stopped when his wife gave up eating Mexican food for dinner.
Oh,
Comedy. Both sexist and racist, ladies and gentlemen. I got a double on that one. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Do we have another call coming in? I'll take it on the pig phone. A caller on 12th Avenue saw a brown Kia Optima, quote, doing donuts up and down the road. Now, of course, donuts are when the car does those ridiculous circles. A second person then called in to say the Kia hit his vehicle. Oops.
Yeah, that's bad.
Oh, they dunked his donut, I guess, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. You gotta handle your Kia carefully, Oh, or they'll take away your keys. Oh, look at this, another call. I got it on the horn phone. I'm on the horn. I'm on the horn.
Sorry.
Yeah. Caller on 11th Avenue wanted to know how to get a bat out of her bedroom because she was afraid to go in there. What do you think the police suggestion was?
Call wildlife control.
You would think.
Yeah.
You would think, right? No.
Take it out to dinner?
Let's hear it for the police. No. It's also pretty reasonable. No, it's not a good idea at all. But no, police. So she told them she's afraid to go into her bedroom because a bat.
Oh, so stay out of the bedroom.
Stay out of the bedroom.
Yeah.
And hey, police suggested she open a window in the hopes that the bat would fly out.
Well, that's something.
I know, but
she's afraid to go in. She's supposed to open it from the outside of her house.
That's a good point,
but
you can't.
Bedroom. She's afraid to go in the bedroom. She's not going to go in there and open a window.
Not to mention, what are the odds that you've got this entire room?
If it's a smart bat, he might.
Have you ever tried to get a bird or a fly out of a room, and you figure, hey, window open, you can smell the fresh air.
Maybe they can't, David.
Or I don't know. Do birds see in 3D?
Oh wow!
Or maybe it's 2D.
There's a bunch of fall activities in the local park and recreation. What's today?
Today is October 25th, 2000.
We'll miss the hunted hike, nature night. Let's see.
Oh.
Saturday morning bird walk. We missed that.
Yeah.
Drop-in gardening, StoryTime movement.
Oh, I had a movement this morning. It was big.
Silly spooky Halloween trek.
Okay.
Make a gourd vase.
Oh. Okay. Where's that? When is that?
No, we missed it. It's going on now.
A lot of things happen on a Saturday morning like this show. But is there anything happening Saturday afternoon?
At nighttime is scary stuff. I won't go.
No, I don't want those mazes and things like that. We used to live in, as I've mentioned, in Colorado, and they had a pretty famous maze there. It was about 20 minutes from where we lived, and it just never appealed to me. I hate loud noises.
Like the scary mazes,
I'm almost neurasthenic about these kinds of things. So I'm going to literally go into a maze at nighttime and have things jump out at me and scare me? Thank you. No.
People like that.
People do. People love it. They love the sense of it. But anywho, a caller. We have another caller. Here's a caller on 60th Avenue said that a neighbor takes his two dogs out to a nearby field to defecate daily.
Who's doing it, the dogs or the guy?
That's a good point. And the pronoun's a little bit hinky there. We're not sure if the neighbor's taking out this caller's dogs to take a shit, or if it's the actual neighbor's dogs.
Or who's doing the poopies.
Yeah. Well, it's a field trip either way. Oh, the phone's ringing off the hook. Look at it, it's off the hook. It's ringing, it's levitating into my hand. A caller on Glenmere Boulevard saw two white ducks in the pond. The caller theorized they were domestic ducks and had possibly been dumped. Hon, in all your years, have you ever really witnessed domestic pet ducks?
Oh, that's cute though. No, usually they're in the wild.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the owner forgot to keep his ducks in a row, but maybe they were taken away from him because he couldn't handle the bills. You know where he should look for them? On the web. Okay. A caller at a Greeley hospital reported... Oh, sorry, here it is. I knew this call was coming in. A caller at a Greeley hospital
How'd you know that?
reported an injury of, quote, unknown origin. A patient at this hospital came in with a full leg cast.
Oh, Lord, that's not good.
Yet somehow suffered another fracture
What?
within the cast.
What?
How does that happen?
They must have a rough life. I mean,
Oh
that's
my!
pretty-
It's one, you usually feel like I'm done. This has to heal. Can you imagine getting broken again while you're broken? And
Well, I guess if you're doing something, you're doing the same thing. Like if you fall and then you get fixed and you fall again in the same way, I could see
yeah,
it.
all right. But you would probably not do what you were doing that got you done in the first
Or
place.
unless you have like brittle bones or something and you have some,
Yeah,
that's
maybe.
horrible.
Yeah, no, that's
You know what that poor person was doing? It's sad.
But it means I would have had to X-ray the
You can
arm
X-ray-
in the
Yeah,
cast
you can do that.
again.
The cast is just plastic.
Do they do that if you break something? Do they X-ray you again to see how it's
Well, if
healing?
you have a lot of pain, they probably think what
Oh,
happened.
God. Oh.
They said they fell again. I mean,
No bones about it. Pig phone. Pig phone.
sorry. Wait.
Here it is. A caller at a convenience store. Oh, wow. They're really insistent. A caller at a convenience store on 10th Street said a man paid for a beer, but then opened it inside the store and started drinking it. Is that public? What's wrong with that?
I think you can only do that in a restaurant. You can't have an open container of alcohol in the street, right?
And it's indoors. This is in a convenience store.
Yeah, but I don't think. Imagine if you went to like a convenience store and you made a coffee, then you hung around, invited your friends, and sort of sat down. There's no seats or anything. Like
No, but when we shop at our favorite
yeah,
sort of upscale grocery store, we make one of the reasons we go there is to get a little free cup of coffee that you make for yourself, and we can drink it right there.
but they offer that. Like
Yeah.
you don't. I've seen people eat food in the store, like they get a bag of
Yeah,
chips
like
and
that.
they're eating it,
Yeah,
or
I
they
know.
get like a drink, but they pay for it. But
Well,
I
this
don't
guy
know if
paid
that's-
for his beer.
I don't know.
Also, remember we were
I'll look it up
2
for
weeks
you.
ago, we were at a place that's a liquor store, and they were having tastings.
Can you eat or drink a beer in a convenience store if you purchase it there?
Was it, okay, I'll read it. Or you can read it. Okay. Oh my God. No. You cannot drink a beer in a convenience store, even if you purchase it there. The store, this is AI, by the way. The store is not licensed to sell alcohol for on-site consumption. So drinking on the premises is generally against local laws and store policy. These things are
Who
licensed.
your guest is?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Remind me.
There are 3 people involved in the off-Broadway show, The Pitch.
Oh yes, great, excellent. Okay,
Okay.
sorry.
So I guess there are 2 different licenses. One, like you can drink on our thing, and another's you can, like if you're in a supermarket, a lot of supermarkets or Trader Joe's will sell alcohol, but you can't just be on the checkout line.
I never
And
understood, like,
yeah,
if you had a restaurant, why can't you just put seats outside, but you have to have a license to have seats outside?
oh, well,
Yeah, I guess if something happens, but it's like,
you can't block the thoroughfare. You
yeah,
got
yeah.
yeah. I mean, these things kind of make sense. It's just I remember also the years when Giuliani went overboard, and you couldn't have like cabaret with dancing in New York. There was this whole thing that he created. And Giuliani was in some ways a great mayor of New York, but he went like on this jag that hurt. I think he was trying to close down the burlesque and sex dance strip places, but it also affected cabaret because you couldn't have whatever it was. It worked out kind of nuts for New York, and they had to strike it down years later, and it affected a lot of the cabaret and even restaurant venues in Manhattan. But anywho, while the missus is taking care of something, let me remind you, not only that you're watching Dave's Gone By, not only that I'm Dave Lefkowitz, not only that this is our 1005th episode of the show, not only that it's October 25th, 2025, but let me also remind you that if you want to know more about this program, and if you want to watch older episodes of this show, go to our website, davesgoneby.com, davesgoneby.com, davesgoneby.com. Not only do we have pictures, not only do we have information and lists of what we've done over the past 24 years, but you can listen to virtually every program we've ever done, going all the way back to October of 2002 when we started. So yes, you can listen to our first episode. It was an hour long, not even, like 56 minutes long, and it was terrestrial radio. There's no video. That's what it was. We have the audio. And we have the audio of our 8th show, and our 18th, and our 418th, and our 818th. Basically, we've missed only a couple of shows out of the entire 1,004 shows that we've done previously. A couple have some missing pieces, some glitches, some audio problems, but really, we've managed to save thousands of hours of content, of comedy, of nuttiness, of interviews. For several years, we were on college radio, so we played a ton of music too. And even though YouTube might block some of that for copyright issues, if you go to davesgoneby.com, you can hear everything. So davesgoneby.com, you can also hear us and watch our last 7 years of shows that are video on archive.org, archive.org. We have a channel there with all our interviews as well as all our entire episodes. It's free. Archive.org is this wonderful repository of radio shows and TV shows and kinescopes and books. And basically, either they have public domain or permission to show these for everybody who wants to access them on archive.org. We have a channel there. We also have a channel on castbox.fm, which is for podcasting. So if you don't care about the visual, if you don't want to look at this face for 3 hours, and who would, you can just hear me and hear our guests and hear me and the missus bantering. The audio files are all at castbox.fm on the Dave's Gone By channel. So that's a great thing if you are going somewhere. You're on a train, you're on a bus, you're driving, and you want to listen to the show, but you can't watch it, obviously, then castbox.fm is a great way to download it as a podcast. All these ways of really accessing the same material. Plus, we have our YouTube channel, which, they kept most of our stuff. There's some copyright issues that they're having issues with. Same with Facebook, although Facebook has begun. If you load up content on Facebook, you know that it's starting to delete things that are more than a month or two old.
Is that true?
Yeah, or at least I've gotten notice of that. So that sucks.
I guess, that like everything, they have rules.
But anyway, all of these are ways to access the content of Dave's Gone By. Dave'sGoneBy.com is the first and best way to check everything out. Anyway, here comes the phone. Let's see. A caller at an unknown address said that he received a strange phone call saying that someone had been in an accident. Then a man came on the phone. Check this out.
Yeah.
Impersonating a police officer and asking for personal information. Wow. The scammers are out there, man. They are looking, they're trying, impersonating. I mean, it's one thing to get an old person to give up their social security number and whatever because they're telling them that they've won money, but this is like to get on there and actually impersonate a cop.
That's an old when we were kids in Pennsylvania, they'd call and say, "I have a kid left on the road." Like I think it's a ploy to play on people's.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
No kidding.
But isn't it illegal?
Of course.
It's illegal to impersonate. If you get them, I'll tie them together if you want your little friends.
Oh, the Fugglers. Let me show the Fugglers.
You didn't tie the other one. After you introduce them, we can put them with the others.
So we've also been into this new channel. I'll show them and then you can put them together. But
and maybe next week you'll show the.
Yes. So we've been entranced by these weird creature-like things.
That's not his hair. That's another creature.
Yeah, this is.
Like he's got a pom-pom hair.
This is their pet.
It looks like his hair.
I know. Look at it.
It looks like he's got a bouffant.
He's a valley girl.
He's a bouffant.
But no, this is actually their pet. It's a mastodon. It's upside down. I don't know.
Cow. It's a cow.
Cow. There he is. And then there's the wife.
The girlfriend. Well,
or
we don't know the relationship.
Mrs. Fugler, and then we have. Speaking of owls, this looks to me like an owl or a Pop-Tart.
My friend said it looks like an Ewok.
Or an Ewok,
She
you're
knows
right.
that's science fiction.
And then joining them, because he overheard them, because his ears are so big, is this thing.
He's so cute.
He's very cute. So and they have teeth. They do have teeth. So
How many teeth does that one have, Boopy?
This fella has only 2.
Okay, let me
So
put them
these
together.
are 2
I'll
bagger.
attach them.
So these are our new collection
I
that
think
we're into.
Well, now we switch to the other thing, but you'll say it.
Oh yeah, next week I'll do the other thing. Yeah. So, but they're cute. I'm glad we have them. And it's a series called Fugglers, and you'll see them everywhere. You'll see them in Target. You'll see them in like Five Below and stuff like that. They're it appeals to the children's sense of ugly, beautiful, funny, cute, horrible. Like God, what was it? I remember from my childhood, Garbage Pail Kids and things like that. So here they are. Here they are in a beautiful, Alexander Calder, Eat Your Heart Out. This is gorgeous right here. Look at that. Oh my goodness, huh? Yeah. Anywho, okay. I think it's time for an Elsewhere, dear. I think it's time that we show me. Oh, it's showing. Oh, yeah. So we're on the air. We're live on Facebook because it's almost 10 o'clock. So I want to get to our interview.
Would you have another?
Yeah. Well, Elsewhere. It's Elsewhere time.
Oh wait, hold on. I gotta find that. Oh God, help us.
Oh no, what?
Cover your ears.
Oh, here we go. Elsewhere time on Greeley Times, which means that these are stories that have nothing to do with Greeley, Colorado, or Colorado at all. They come from elsewhere, but they're still ridiculous and funny. And oh boy, hon, we've been to this place. Sure. This is a story all the way from Italy and the Vatican, from Vatican City, yes. As reported by Shepherd Express. That's not holy water. On October 10th, so these are pretty recent here, during the 9 a.m. Mass at St. Peter's Basilica, an unidentified man climbed the altar of confession and then, what do you think he did?
He confessed, probably. At some
Well, no, he let something out.
A scream?
No.
A cry?
No.
Did he, a prayer.
Yeah. No,
What did he do?
he climbed the altar of confession at St. Peter's Basilica, then dropped his pants to his ankles and urinated.
Why?
Maybe he saw the bowl where they do the thing.
That's the Baptist. That makes no sense. That's so weird.
He saw the font. He's like, I can't hold back.
But don't they have some kind of usually the ushers or guards or something?
Well, yeah. Hundreds of tourists looked on as plainclothes officers approached him. And this is not my line. This is the line from the Shepherd Express. The Holy Pier.
Look, you gotta see this. Getting ready for trick-or-treaters. But they're giving them packets of stuff, including...
That's the worst. So this is a trick-or-treat bench with packets of ketchup. Yeah. Where's my costume? Plus also packets of duck sauce.
You go.
My name's not Hugo. Hot sauce.
It's like, oh.
So this is a Chinese restaurant.
It's the takeout packet, so they're saying that's they're getting ready for Halloween.
Wow.
That's a brilliant idea.
Best trick-or-treat ever!
It says here, getting ready, and then they also have on their counter free Febreze and Pledge. I don't know what's going on there, but that's just not...
And if there were kids in the neighborhood that I hated...
Somebody just wrote yum.
If there were kids in the neighborhood that I hated, I said, oh, okay, it's duck sauce time. And I said, hold out your hands. And then I actually just poured the duck sauce directly onto their hands. And say, have fun, kids. Here's your treat. Anywho.
Tell your joke. What was the line they said?
Oh, yes. So this guy, he's on the altar, the altar of confessions. He pulls down his pants, he pees. Plainclothes officers approach him, and then, according to the Shepherd Express, the Holy Pier, get it? P-E, they did P-E-E--E-R,
That's just sad.
was quickly escorted from the premises, but not before he mooned the masses at the Mass. He literally, something about this guy. Pope Leo was reportedly shocked. Isn't he the one from Milwaukee, or is he from
Chicago?
Yeah, he's from Chicago. They turn the water green every St. Patrick's Day. It's like, oh, a guy peeing. Yeah, of course. My friends and I, we used to go out on Saturday nights and pee in their trucks, of course. Anywho, That is our elsewhere story from the Shepherd Express. Thank you to them. And as part of, now we go back to Greeley Times and Coplog. But it is 10 o'clock in the morning Eastern Time here in the Daverhood. We're doing Greeley Times. One or two more phone calls that come into the police.
Local or domestic or
Now we're back to Greeley.
Domestic.
Now we're back to, yes. Okay, the horn phone. A caller on 9th Avenue saw a group of people on the sidewalk doing drugs. The group flagged down the caller's roommate and asked her to take a video or videos of them shooting up before asking if the roommate would hook up with them. Drugs are friendly,
you
okay?
know
What? Yeah.
There's all sorts of pickup lines, right? Like,
Yeah. It's like, could you show us?
all sorts of pickup lines.
Yeah. We're doing heroin. Would you like to try? And by the way, after we're rushing on our run, would you give us a little a hand or a handy, please?
It wouldn't be a normal way that you done.
Would it not? Would it not?
I know.
Oh no, I guess back in the day in like the Studio 54 1970s 80s era, when people were at clubs, a guy would pick up a girl by saying, I won't come back to my place for some toot. Yeah. And it was her way of getting free cocaine, but she'd have to pay up another way. So, not my scene, not my stuff, but this is what it is. This is how they do when if they got lucky, that's all their business. They're adults and they're killing themselves, whatever. All right, last one. Local. Oh boy. I need something here. This will represent a big box. Because this is a caller at a big box store.
Oh, wow.
On 47th Avenue, saw two teenagers riding scooters inside and displaying, quote, disruptive behavior. Caller said they had gone in and out of the store 3 times in the past hour. I don't know why she couldn't just tell them to scoot. I know. Anywho, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the Greeley Times portion of the Dave's Gone By Facebookio Podcasto Programmio of the Stream with me, Dave Lefkowitz, my wonderful and adorable wife, and, of course, we can't end the segment without a little Groucho.
Mr. Horace Greeley was no fool.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure that you'll agree with me that Greeley was no fool.
What he is getting at is that Mr. Greeley was no fool.
Oh, yeah.
Yippee-yi, yippee-yi, yippee-yi-yi-yi, yippee-yi,
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us live on this Saturday, October 25th, for the 1005th episode of the show. We have much more show for you. We have our Colorado Limerick of the Damned, where we're going to Canton. We have our Storytime, where A is for activist. Plus, we'll have perhaps a My Old Phlegm segment, perhaps a Bunyan watch. Oh, so much fun to do. But before we get to that, we actually do have an interview, as we do on most episodes of the show. And this is cool. We're actually going to have a couple of people at once own the miracle of Zoom. So Rabbi Sol Solomon, founder and spiritual leader of Temple Sons of Bitches in Great Neck, New York, he loves theater. He loves live drama. He's done. He did his own show called Shalom Dammit, An Evening with Rabbi Sol Solomon, off-Broadway, back a little over a decade ago. And if you want to see the show, just go to shalomdammit.com. There's a link to it where it was recorded at the Richmond Shepherd Theater. But because he loves theater, he loves talking to theater people. And he has 3 of them to talk to at once. Going to be a little cacophonous, perhaps. But very cool people. He's got Tom Alper, the author and star of an off-Broadway dark satirical comedy called The Pitch, that is playing now through middle of November.
I'm in New York City. Where's it playing?
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you for reminding me. It's in Midtown at the... where is it? It's at the Actors Temple. Oh, no wonder Rabbi Sol wanted to talk about this one. It's at a place that functions both as a synagogue and as a theater over on West 47th Street. So the Pitch is playing there. It also stars or co-stars Phil Hendrie, who is, as I mentioned before, something of a legend in California. I mean, his show went beyond California, but it's better known over on the left coast, perhaps, than on the right. And the syndicated show of comedy and satire where he kind of mocked the conventions of right-wing talk radio and did it for many, many years. And he's still podcasting and still doing what he does. He's Phil Hendrie. He's taking part in the interview, as is the producer of The Pitch and also the understudy for one of the roles in there. Her name is Christine Blackburn. So all three of them will be taking part in this Dave's Gone By interview. Now, I've created a brand new intro to our interviews. So let's see, A, how it goes, and B, if YouTube or Facebook are going to block it, because it's one of those pastiche mashup kind of Dickie Goodman things. But let's see, and then we'll go into the interview. Here it is.
Well, who been talking?
I could talk all night. It was the talk of the town. Everybody's talking at me. Who is on the other end talking? Conversation. Please talk to me.
Not bad, huh? What do you think? Nice?
I'm pretending that they're on live now. I'm trying to put.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm thinking,
We're asking when
I think the Stevie Nicks goes on a little bit. I may trim that, but I also want it long enough
It's a
to...
little too chaotic. It's giving me heart palpitations.
Really? Oh, my goodness. Wow. Well, whether your heart is palpitating as well, it should for the next three guests on Dave's Gone By. Tom Alper, Phil Hendrie, and Christine Blackburn in the Daverhood. Let me share my screen so I can bring them up for you. Let's do this. Here we go. Gonna get my Zoom Workplace out of there. I had this already queued. Oh, look how nice. Here's Rabbi Sol. Oh, shalom, my friends. Shalom, my enemies. This is your old pal, Rabbi Sol Solomon here. And oh, you know how I love the theater. And oh, you know how I love comedy. And you know how I love to bitch and moan and complain about things. Well, all of this comes together because there's an off-Broadway play that I am pitching to you. It is called The Pitch, and it's all about nasty, evil, Glengarry kind of people who are trying to sell stuff. It is written by Tom Alper, the fellow that you see there. He's also in the show. And featured in the play is an actor and a longtime comedy podcaster named Phil Hendrie. We have them both. We're going to be talking to them both about their career and also the pitch. So first of all, shalom to you both. Hello.
Hey, Rabbi, how you doing, brother?
I'm all right. Usual prostate problems, but I'm doing okay. Now, the unfortunate, sad part of all this is that only Tom Alper is Jewish. Hendrie, I'm afraid you were a Catholic or something? What are you?
I'm the other prominent excuse me, Rabbi.
Let's try this again. Yeah.
The
are the other? Yeah.
prominent comedians in America I have found are Jewish and Catholic. Catholic is how I was raised, but today I'm a Nichiren Buddhist. So,
Are you really? Is Buddhism, first of all, really a religion, or is it just a path?
I guess it's a path. It's a way of doing things. It's what I found to be workable. Let me put it that way.
Well, what do you turn to Buddhism for? Because acting nourishes your soul, podcasting gets your rage out. So what does Buddhism do for you?
It gets rid of the anxiety of life. It lets me realize that all of life is connected from one particle all the way on up to the full human being all over the world. So if I'm, for instance, getting ready to go on stage, I do a little bit of chanting, and I realize that I am connected to all the actors out on stage, to the audience, to the world, and all of that energy we kind of exchange. And you only got a pathway to what is constructive, not to what is destructive.
All right. Now, Tom, does that make sense, or is that bullshit
Yes,
to
it
you as a
does.
Jew?
And my way of getting the same results that Phil is I'm on Prozac. So that's
There you go. And that's why
to me.
There you
Do
go.
you recommend it? I've been thinking about it, or everybody I know has been recommending it to me. So is it a wonderful drug? Is it a great thing?
Well, let me ask you, how depressed are you? And how do you deal with depression? You don't seem depressed to me. You seem pretty full of life and animated.
Let me put it this way. A, I'm Jewish. B, I'm Jewish. C, we've actually talked for 3 minutes and haven't mentioned the Holocaust, which is so rare for me that you can. But I thought, Tom, I mean, whether you're joking or not about the drugs, I thought the whole thing was when you got away from the theater and you had these day jobs, that's when you were all depressed and everything, and theater pulled you out of it. What do you need the drugs for?
Well, because being Jewish, I'm sure you could relate. Instead of being able to embrace this incredible opportunity of having my play that took me a good 10 years to write and 3 small productions in Los Angeles to come out to New York, where I'm from, this is a dream come true. Instead of enjoying it, I'm already, being Jewish, dreading, this is going to be ending in 4 weeks, and what's going to happen then? So like a typical Jew, I'm already...
Now, by the way, I should mention 2 things. First of all, the Odyssey Theater on the West Coast is not so small. That's actually a pretty legit and well-known and long-running theater. So there's like, a little theater. No, it's not the Odyssey.
Yeah,
Second,
go ahead, sorry.
No, please. And then how could I forget to mention that the important thing about the pitch, not so much the play, not so much the actors, it's in a friggin' synagogue, sort of. A synagogue that's repurposed as a theater, the Actors Temple on 339 West 47th Street, right in Midtown Manhattan. So, Tom, before we forget to do this, what is the pitch about? Please pitch it. Give us your elevator or escalator. I'm afraid of elevators. Escalator pitch.
Basically, the pitch has really been reviewed as Glengarry and Ross for a new generation. So basically, think of Glengarry and Ross, that legendary play and film, where if you took one of those salespersons and took him out and followed him home and see what he was really like. So that's kind of my play. So it's a comedy in the office, a little bit of a satire about sales and the sacrifices we have to make. And Mr. Phil Hendrie is the antagonist, this comedic genius, incredible.
I'm the guy that takes all the comedy out of it when I get on stage.
No, he's the opposite.
Comedic genius who stops being funny.
No, he is adding so much to this play. So basically, it's a satirical sales play about a person who's trying to hang on to his morals while surviving in this kind of world of manipulation. And he's dealing with all these crazy characters and like Mr. Hendrie's character and the sales guys. And what separates this from Glengarry and Ross is that I have a father-daughter subplot. My character actually goes home and is dealing with a teenage daughter. So what's great about this play is just when you're getting tired of the goofy comedy, you then get some serious, a real relating between the father-daughter. And just when that starts to get a little bit too much, boom, we go right back to Mr. Hendrie and some of the other characters to liven
Back to me, threatening his career and his freedom. It's very funny.
Well, let me ask a question that's related
My
to
character, not me.
your character, of course. Related to both of you. Did you feel intimidated, Tom, as soon as you knew you'd be writing about a schmucky salesman with high-pressure pitches, that no matter how well you did, everybody said, it's Mammoth. It's warmed over man. It's Mammoth. And this will go to you, Phil, because you actually were on a David Mamet TV show. So first to you, Tom, how did that stop you? Did that intimidate you? Or because you lived it, and you didn't even think about it?
Yeah, the second part, because I lived it, because I worked in the office with these guys, and the fact that I purposely, I put a salesperson, the main character myself is a fish out of water, someone who doesn't belong in there. So in my mind, it was completely different. So when people first started comparing it to it, I was a little like, oh my God, I'm worried that I was going to be accused of being a ripoff artist. But the play is so different and has its own voice and story that I've learned to embrace and be thankful of any comparison to, because I saw that play originally in 1984. I was 20 years old on Broadway with Joe Mantegna, and it blew me away. So, and David Mamet's always been sort of a theatrical hero of mine. So any comparison to him, to be honest, is flattering. So
Now I have to ask Phil, did you actually get to meet or be in a script conference or anything with Mamet on the show that he was doing? I forget the name of it, but
The unit, yeah. No, he directed one of the episode. I walked in one day, and my manager at the time said, David Mamet's, he's going to be directing this episode. And I said, okay. My manager was more nervous than me. But because when I met Mr. Mamet, it was very easy, man. He's a shorter man than me. He's about 5'8". He was wearing a wife beater. And he was from New York. He talked like this. Hey, I'm Dave. How you doing? I'm great.
well, he's Chicagoan actually, but yeah, okay.
Oh, is he from Chicago? He sounded like anything outside of LA is all New York to me. But anyway, or Texas. He was a very, very easy man to work with, and he asked me my opinion where I should be on this set. Where does he see my character? Where do I see my character? And he said, okay, let's do that. And then real easy guy. He's the first director I ever saw, and the last director I ever saw, to address the extras and say, I'm sorry this is such a long day for you guys. I know you're sitting there. I don't know if people know about what extra work is. It's very long and hard and boring, and you bring your own wardrobe, and nobody pays any attention to you until you're needed on set. And he actually went over and talked to them. So his humanity was great. His creativity was great. He was very human. His politics, they say, suck, but hey, you know what? We can't have it all.
Yeah, I mean, everybody here is an actor and a comedian person, so guaranteed you guys are sort of left wing, and he's moved to the right. Doesn't make him the worst person in the world.
Bad guy. And he wasn't. He was a great guy, and I had a lot of fun working for him. And I was. Oh, and he also wrote a scene. He didn't write a scene. He wrote some dialogue, extra dialogue for my character, which I saved. I was very, very happy.
You mean you physically have the actual?
I've got it at home. Yeah, I've got the actual script. That was an extra little speech that my character gives at this gathering for these veterans or these service people and their families. Because the unit was about a unit of Army Special Ops guys who then go home and have their lives at home as well.
Now, Tom, I'm going to ask you, since you're also been an actor, for any celebrity stories of your own, good or bad? Anybody you want to rave about to work with, or someone that you wish was dead and buried and somewhere in Saudi Arabia?
The older I get, I've sort of realized that it's time to let go of grudges. If this was 5-10 years ago, I would give you a whole bunch of stories. But to be honest, right where I am now, working with Mr. Hendrie, it has been like a dream, because what's so amazing about working with Phil is that if you hear a show, I mean, this guy's an unbelievable genius, how he can do all these voices and characters. And then to have him do my scripted play, which I feel is actually, like, in a way, I'm holding him back, because his talent is so strong, his comedic, his impulses, his improv. I'm almost like, I feel like I'm harnessing him in my play, and the challenge for me, and I think probably Phil, I mean, he's a terrific actor, is trying to blend this character along with his incredible comedic talents, and he's adding a lot to it. But I still feel like I wish I could do him more justice. Right.
Well, there's the sequel. Write the sequel.
Write a play for me, Tom. Okay.
There you go. So bouncing back to Phil, we should also mention that you do a lot of voice work, and that your sound, your mouth has been heard on King of the Hill. It's been heard on F for Family, which is that wonderful Bill Burr show. Little mad at Bill Burr for playing in Riyadh, but what the anywho.
Will's actually on stage right now in Glengarry Glen Ross himself in New York.
I think that finished. I think that ended a couple of weeks ago. But talking to you, we will of course get back to The Pitch, which is playing at the Actors Playhouse through November 17th. But Phil, there's just so much to talk about in terms of people of starting your podcast all those years ago on the coast, having it syndicated. I mean, were you just a regular DJ, and then you thought, one character, then 3 characters, and how did it morph?
Yeah, basically, I was a disc jockey for 17 years, knowing that I had so much more that I wanted to do, but I was holding myself back for a variety of reasons. And I finally got into my late 30s, and I said, well, if you don't let it go and do what you need to do now, you're never going to do it. At some point in all of our lives, if we're going to be happy, we have to step into the breach, whatever we call that, step into the breach and and face the headwinds, man. You gotta roll the dice. You gotta get into the danger zone. And I did. I left my comfortable disc jockey job doing morning drive in Los Angeles with a really beautiful girlfriend. I split. I went up to Ventura, California for like no money and started doing this talk show where I just let it go. And I told myself, even if you get fired from every job from now on out, at least you're speaking your truth, which I had a acting teacher who used to say that that's what you needed to do. So I started doing all these
let me ask you, did you at least try, first of all, to incorporate the things you wanted to do into morning drive, and they told you no, just announce it back announce, or...
Yeah, I did, and there's Tom's neck. I did, and I was...
It's a nice neck.
I was told, in those days, album rock radio music was God. So I had a program director who told me, don't be funny, and I learned something else there. I said to myself, never again will I ever let anybody tell me what is funny and what isn't. If they don't like it, that's one thing, but don't tell me what's funny. So I tried and I failed and I got fired from jobs as a disc jockey doing this kind of improv. It wasn't until I got into talk radio, which actually came into popularity because of the popularity.
Imus and Stern, basically, but yeah.
Imus and Stern and Limbaugh, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what happened. I began to I did anything that came into mind. I started talking to myself on the phone. I started creating these character sketches that the callers believed. And that was another discovery, that people out there in the world believed these people were real. So we worked that for all it was worth for the next 16 years. And the show got to LA and got syndicated. And then I realized maybe I should have been an actor my entire life, because that's really what I'm doing here, man. You know what? This is talk about a weird way of getting into it. So I was actually contacted when I got to LA by casting directors, and people said, would you like to be on this show or that show? Didn't know what I was doing, but I said, yeah, okay. And the first show I think I did was a pilot for Judd Apatow called North Hollywood, in which at the very end of the table read, at the far end of the table was this brilliant guy just kind of going off on book, rapping fast and being really funny. It turned out it was Kevin Hart.
Oh my gosh. Wow,
and
all right.
Guess what? I'm going to be in Kevin Hart's new animated show, Little Kev.
Little Kev. So many things to push, Little Kev.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, can I ask you if you still have a podcast? I mean, you went through that whole syndicated thing, and then you were doing it 6 days a week. It was going crazy. But you still do a podcast, right?
Absolutely, every day. Just did one last night. You know, I'm doing it from the laptop here.
And are you still incorporating the crazy character, or is it more like you?
The whole show's about the characters. Me talking with my characters, and I'm in a panel. Just last night, I talked with a guy named Eel Beeston, who's one of my announcers. That's not really his name. His real name is Lawrence, but he can't say Lawrence, so he just uses these other names. It's psycho, you know. But hey, when you're sitting here at 10 o'clock at night, you're going, I got to do a show. Well, let me just start to create something here, and for half an hour, that's what I do.
If people, by the way, want to listen to that show, and I assume you have tons of archives that people can just keep clicking at philhendrieshow.com, and that's HENDRIE, philhendrieshow.com for all the podcasts, all that. We've got much more to talk to you about, but I feel a little bad. Tom's sitting there like, yeah, this is really interesting. Talk about my play! So I will.
Phil's the joy. And one thing, Rabbi Solomon, this is a big treat for me. My actual executive producer, Christine Blackburn, who is the heart and soul of this play, is actually just stepped in here. So I would like to just introduce her for a couple minutes, because
She's sitting on your lap. She looks like she's sitting on your lap, Tom.
Well, lucky him. Hello.
Hi,
I have seen your website too, Christine, and there's a naked picture of you. So everybody go there immediately. What the hell were you doing on that thing with the bicycle and the thing?
Wait, I want to ask Phil about Eel yesterday. Doesn't he have a voice that, and maybe he even
did you
did
hear Eel?
the
Yeah.
promos for films, you know, like this summer, because his
Right.
voice is so strong.
That's a satire of that voice. Yeah, the character voice is like, the following is a Phil Hendrie Show encore presentation. Yeah, all those stupid voices. That's what he does. That's what it is. You know,
Okay, I thought so. I really like him.
affectation. Yeah.
Okay. Now back to the nudity. So what the hell was that about, Christine?
Sure, bro.
Christine Blackburn. Sorry, Christine Blackburn. So who's also a podcastress and a comedianess. So yeah, tell us about you, because we have a few minutes with you here. Yeah.
I've been podcasting, Rob, for 15 years. and I have made hundreds of dollars.
I know the feeling. I know. But so when you get, with all due respect, you are the producer of The Pitch, which is playing at the Actors Temple. That isn't chump change. Did you go to your local how did you raise money? Must have been several thou, because it's a big cast.
I did.
Yeah.
Well, not only did I sell my body, but I sold, I had a sex line going and OnlyFans. And I also opened an OnlyVans because I'm kind of too old for the OnlyFans. So we do OnlyVans page. We talk about minis and comfortable footwear.
Stuff you can do in bands too. I've known Christine for well over 20 years. She's been a hard-working show business. I mean, Christine's been at it doing everything, stand-up, podcasting. She was on TV, on TBS doing a movie show. I think I was on that show with her. Wasn't that? Yeah.
Yeah. And I missed what Tom said, yeah.
This project, The Pitch, Rob, just really excites me. I've been working with The Pitch for the last 4 years, but this is the first time I've kind of put my money where my mouth is, as it were. And so I really believe in this show. It's original, it's clever, it's funny. Everybody leaves very satisfied. And on this particular run, we've already done 10 shows, or maybe nine or 10 shows, 10. Everybody walks out of that theater with a smile on their face, and I'm the one that opens the door, so I see them, and I see the people that are even coming back already. People are coming to the show, getting their friends, and coming back, because it's really that satisfying.
Well, let me ask, just in terms of nuts and bolts, because you dodged the question, but let's say this continues to sell really well. Will you even break even? Or is this sort of just a rung that at some point the show goes here and here and here, and then you'll all make some money?
Yeah, we'll see. You know, I mean, I definitely don't think this is going to be it's not the beginning of the pitch. It's certainly not the end of the pitch. I mean, you know, this is a piece of art, and it's kind of moving and flowing all the time. So I'm hoping to do many more productions, not only back in Los Angeles, but maybe more here in New York. We've already been asked to extend at the theater, so we're making decisions. So, you know, we have a big future for it, and we're really happy at where we are right now.
Do you see why I hired her?
Yeah, of course. See, but I do have to ask an unrelated question, because you are here and you have done podcasting for 15 years, as you said. So memories of like the best or worst interviewees that you've ever had, because you've talked to people like Bobcat Goldthwait and other. So who's like stands out, good or bad?
Okay, when I went out to Tarzana, to Ed Asner's house, you know, actor Ed Asner.
He's been on this program. Yes, we know him. Yes.
Great. Did he hit on you?
Yes, he did. Yeah. And it was two shifts. We were drunk.
It's a great memory for Christine. Ed Asner hit on her. So,
all right. He was probably single or single-ish. Were you interested? Did you, no.
He was, you know what's so funny is he was in a wife-beater t-shirt, tank top, and, you know, just as hairy as you can imagine, sitting on one end of a dining room table that was stacked full of mail and old food and candles and pens and papers and just junk. And the first thing he said to me, okay, not the second thing, Rob, the first thing was, well, don't you have a nice rack?
No. You know what? When you get over 80, you can say anything.
He saw the picture of you on a motorcycle.
And I'll be honest, before we went on, when everybody was on Zoom, but before we started taping, I told Phil the same thing. I said, Phil, what a pair on you. Oh, I love this, like this to him.
Let me tell you one of the nicest guys I've ever met in show business, and that is Larry King. He was a really good man, and I really enjoyed all my time with him. I've spent like probably 4 different occasions with him.
All right, hold it. So I want to believe this because Larry King, of course, Jewish, but Phil Hendrie's holding his nose. Did you have a bad experience?
I had an interaction with Larry King in Miami where I pretended I was somebody else, and he bought it, and then he got pissed at me for doing it.
Oh,
the whole reason is because he ripped on my station. He was talking to Don Shule. He said, they're really ripping on you, WIFD in Miami, aren't they? So we kind of took that personally, and we went after him a little bit. And
I remember that, Phil. Yeah.
Now, before we were still, of course, leaving out the playwright who created the thing that we're all talking about. So Tom, still here, Tom.
better mouthpiece for me than I could ever be. But go ahead.
No, but also, is this your first? Have you written other plays? You said this was been developed in 10 years.
I started out as a creative writing major at UCLA in the early 80s, and playwriting was my, that was the emphasis. So I wrote maybe 15 plays in college. 6 or 7 of them got done, but my real love was for acting. So then when I graduated college, I started acting, and like an idiot, I stopped writing. I'm not sure why. So every 5 or 10 years, I would write a play or I'd write a short, get it produced, but my whole emphasis has been on acting. But now as I've gotten older, my parts have gotten a little smaller. I've gotten pigeonholed into a certain type of role.
My parts have gotten smaller too. It happens with age.
I just decided, why don't I write a part, that I would enjoy playing? So, and that's what I did. I started out to write this play to enhance my acting. I've been getting some good notice for my acting, but I'm getting way more notice for the writing, which I wasn't expecting that. So I'm starting to realize that, maybe I might be I hate to say it, a better writer than actor. Even though acting's my passion, I don't like writing, but I've always been able to write. I've always had a great ear for dialogue, and I come from a family of writers.
That's right. Yes.
My brother is a brilliant writer. He's written screenplays. He's written for TV. He's got a novel. My father was a science fiction writer who's now written 20 psychology books. My uncle's a songwriter. And my mother's a brilliant. So writing, I don't know.
Your mother's a what? What is your mother?
She's a brilliant writer. She's a
brilliant writer. Yeah.
Who's written many articles. So writing's always been in my family. Now I don't know if it's in your DNA, but maybe it is. So to answer your question, dialogue's always been a real easy thing for me to write. And
let me ask you also, as a person who's written some stuff too, and since there's a producer in the room, please produce my fucking play. But here's my question: have you gone back to your old plays? Do you even look at them? Do you think, juvenilia or
both? So I cringe, and like how I would just write like what was going on in college. If I got drunk in a party, that was my next story. If a girl broke up with me, that was my next play. So, I saw I didn't have any life experience. But what I do kind of, if I could proudly say it, is I could see there that the soul of being a writer was there. That I had the heart and I had the sense of humor and the ear for dialogue. And I think that is still what transcends, because that's really what I am. I'm a person, who looks at life sort of in a kind of satirical way, but I have a lot of heart. So I think that's how my writing is. My writing is comedic with depth, if that's possible.
It's possible you're doing it right now with The Pitch. By the way, the producer of The Pitch, Christine Blackburn, is your current thing, but you're on the podcast. There's something called Story Smash. What the hell is this?
That's a game show that I do in Los Angeles. It's a live show. We do it every other month at this time. The next show is December 6th. It's a Saturday night. And basically comedians go up on stage and spin a wheel. Whatever they land on, they tell a true 1-minute story. And there's a clock, so they're counting down. And after their story's over, they are critiqued by 3 expert judges. And that's sort of where the funny comes in, because they talk about the story a little further and make a lot of funny jokes. And so it's a great show. It moves very quickly.
And in fact, Phil Hendrie has been one of those celebrity judges on more than one occasion, and he was hilarious.
Well, let me ask, I'm going to be really evil here. I'm going to ask, if you're up for it, each of you to tell a 1-minute story. And old Rabbi here, I'll be like Solomon. I am Solomon. I will judge who has the best story. Come on, you guys can do it. It can be fictional. It can be factional. Who wants to go first?
I'll go. The first one.
Phil Hendrie, go.
I was at Lake Arrowhead as a kid. It's a lake in California. Mm-hmm. I was watching the big kids jumping into the lake. They were jumping off the end of this pier. Couldn't have been more than 5 years old, 4 years old. I did not know how to swim. I learned to swim that following year. But I decided, well, all the kids are jumping in, I'll jump in. And all I could see was green water and bubbles racing by my face as I was sinking. And when you're that age, you don't think you're going to die. You just think, wow, look at all these bubbles. And shouldn't I be like up there? And I'm telling you the truth, underneath me swam this kid who's on his shoulders I grabbed, and he swam me to the surface. Now, I've thought about that, and then I got out of the water. The kid took off. I got over to where the adults were. My mother put a towel around me, and I told her what happened, and they were like, "That's nice, honey." So anyway, as I was getting back to my, it was like it almost didn't happen, but I know it did. Okay, I know it did. I think it was something like, maybe she just thought I was in waiting with the big kids, and I came out and I was wet, and she's wet. Yet went back to her conversation. But whatever, this happened in my life. This kid saved my life. I don't know who he is. Yeah. Nobody knows it happened except for me and anybody else that I tell. And I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for that kid.
Time. A little bit over there. Wait, is there a moral to the story? Is there a theme? Is it a thing you always think about for a reason?
Yeah. It's like even if a tree falls in the woods and no one's there to hear it or see it, it fell in the woods.
Not bad. Not bad. Could be the winner. Who wants to go next?
That was a great story.
Okay, I'll go next. So I have a very complicated relationship with my mom. She's a Jewish, strong woman, and my whole relationship has been her kind of to control me trying to break away. So this goes back to even when I was 5 years old and I was going into first grade. First day of school, my mom wanted to walk me into class, and I was being very defiant. Said, "No, I can do it. I know where I'm going." So I walk into my class. The whole day goes. My mom comes, picks me up. I'm crying hysterically. She said, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "I was the stupidest kid in class. I didn't know anything. Everybody was like kind of laughing at me. I didn't know what was going on. And the teacher wasn't very kind to me." And then my mom immediately goes into the principal's room and says, "My son was in so-and-so, and had this awful experience. What kind of school is this?" And the principal says, "Okay, your son is so-and-so, Tom Alper. What class did he go into?" And I said, "Mrs. Goldstein's class." And he goes, "Okay, your son's 5? She goes, "Yes. Mrs. Goldstein is the 4th grade teacher." He was in the wrong class, not the 1st grade. So the mom, mom knows best, and I should always embrace the fact that she has my back.
Listen to the mamala. Perfect story. Perfect. I saw it coming. I have to say, I kind of saw the reveal coming, but it was still great. All right. What's your story there?
No, oh God, that's so uncomfortable. I don't like that.
You started Story Smash. This is your thing here. Okay.
Well, this is a lot of pressure because both of those were very good stories.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so I'm sitting at the dining room table with my mom and my dad, and we're having dinner. Actually, it's tomato soup and grilled cheese sandwiches, comfort food. And there had been 6 children in the family, but everybody was off to college but me. So it was just the 3 of us there. And all of a sudden, my mother pulled this phone bill out from underneath her plate and started waving it around. And she said, "Jack, who are you calling in the 935? We don't know anybody in the 935. And I looked at my dad and I saw, boom, just like that in his face. I saw it turn. My dad was having an affair with somebody in the 935.
Oh, God. Mm.
So my dad got up from the table and he walked out of the house. And the next day when I got home, there was nobody home, and the door, his closet door was open, and I went and I opened the door further and I looked in. All of his suits were gone, all of his ties were gone, all of his shoes were gone.
Oh,
and at that point, I didn't see my dad for 9 years.
Whoa.
I heard about
You
that.
don't need a moral for that. You win. No, all due respect to you guys. You win the Story Smash. Christine Blackburn, who is the producer of a play written by...
She's also the understudy for one of the characters. She went up on Monday night and actually crushed it. She's a fantastic actress.
Well, I don't know about that.
Were you off book, or did you have to go on book?
Oh, no. I was off book. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I can go with her because the scene is I'm this newbie salesperson who's up against it, and he's got to make the sale to save his daughter from the evil IRS agent that Mr. Hendrie is playing. And so I basically embrace the dark side, and she's the secretary that I make this 15-minute call with, and we actually stage it where she's on the bottom and I'm on top, and it's like a split screen. And the audience gets to see this whole sales call where she and I can't see each other, but we're facing out to the audience. And it's always been one of the scene stealers That and Mr. Hendrie's first scene is incredible.
And the whole play, I'm sure, is incredible. I wish I were in New York right now to see it at the Actors Temple. How can I forget Temple? Of all things, I can forget that. Actors Temple Theater, 339 West 47th Street, between 8th and 9th Avenue in Manhattan. It's playing now through November 17th. But don't wait till the end of the run. You're going to want to see it soon, and then you can see it again because you're going to catch the things you missed. Yeah, you wanted to say something.
And the ticket to get tickets is www.
ThePitchOffBroadway.com.
ThePitchOffBroadway.com. We have 5 shows a week. We're Thursdays at 7:30. We do not perform on Fridays because Shabbat services, but we have 2 shows on Saturday, 3 o'clock and 8 o'clock. Not sure how we're still able to do the 3 o'clock, but I'm not asking questions. And then we have a Sunday matinee at 3 and a Monday show at 7:30. 5 shows a week. www.thepitchoffbroadway.com. It is the hottest off-Broadway comedy dramedy in New York City. And we've got the great, legendary Hall of Fame, Radio Hall of Fame satirist, Mr. Phil Hendrie.
One thing I forgot to mention is that he's not kidding. Broadway World wrote about it. They sent a critic to the show, and this critic called it, quote, if you don't want to listen, Hendrie, to reviews or anything, but it's called it lightning in a bottle, smash hit play, deeply thoughtful, intelligent, and timeless, unquote. So,
I'm not so bad.
We should all get reviews. I should get this for my sermons, goddammit. But ladies and gentlemen, we have had the delightful time of talking with 3 different people connected to The Pitch, the play, at the Actors Temple. We've been talking with Tom Alper, who is an actor in it and the playwright of it. We've been talking to Christine Blackburn, Phil Hendrie. By the way, reminder that PhilHendrieShow.com is the place to listen to. By the way, last question for Phil, though. Your current website has all your recent podcasts. How much material do you have going back, and how accessible is it?
It's all accessible by way of a subscription, what we call a backstage pass, but it goes back. We have material that goes back over 20 years into Miami. We have hours from Miami, and I think we might even have an hour or 2 from Minnesota, WCCO radio. And we have all of our LA stuff. We've got I say all of it, most of our LA stuff and our syndicated stuff from Premier Radio. And then it has the post-syndicated beginnings of the podcast on up into the present time. So we feel we probably have the largest repository of media of any website in terms of just how many years and how many units,
If I tell you I am wearing the largest suppository of anybody on this block, I can probably anybody in my neighborhood, as a matter of fact. Yeah. It's a thing.
How could I doubt it?
I have to get going. Believe it or not, I got a little rehearsal with the understudy, so I don't need to.
It has been a delight. It has been a pleasure meeting all 3 of you. I wish you much success pitching The Pitch even beyond this current run through November 17th at the Actors Temple. Everybody go see it. Thank you to Christine. Thank you to Phil. Thank you to Tom for bringing this delightful fun into the Daverhood. And shalom to you all.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is me, Rabbi Sol Solomon. Hold it, I gotta stop the share of the thing, get rid of them there, and bring me here. Hi, my friends. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Dave's Gone By Programmio of the Stream, live on this Saturday, October 25th, 2025. Yes, that was me on tape. This is me live in front of you, unless you're watching a rerun, in which case I'm not live in front of you. But the point is, David has brought me in not only to do that interview, but to do this next segment that we love to do. It is called StoryTime, where we get to read to you some other material by someone else, and I get to yap about it, to tumble with it, to make fun of it, to read it to you, and to share it with you. And today, we are doing this book purportedly for children. A is for activist. So, yes, it's one of these books that kind of goes back to the thing where, that shut up and go to sleep book that Samuel L. Jackson read on TV at one point. It's for kids, but not necessarily for kids, except it seems to be for kids. I don't get it. I don't understand it. And here we go. I mean, Lord knows Jews, of which I am one, are known for being activists, for being on the left-wing side of causes, and for speaking up and all that, and also for suffering and horrible things. But ladies and gentlemen, let's see how far this book goes towards turning children into forward-thinking, leftward marching people on this segment that we call StoryTime.
Tell me a story, tell me a story, tell me a story. Remember what you said. You promised me, you said you would. You gotta give in, so I'll be good. Tell me a story, then I'll go to bed.
Yep. Oh yeah. Shalom. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, so here is a book, and it is written by and illustrated by, so the pictures and the things are done by the same person in, Innosanto Nagara. Innosanto Nagara, author of A is for Activist. Let's see if they take a gentle tone, because it is a children's book. It is perhaps for bedtime. I'm going to do my extra special specs here so that I can see better. Let us begin with A. A is for activist, advocate, abolitionist, ally. So, of course, you got the wonderful colors of the rainbow here, the white child, the Hispanic child, the black child, all of them, advocate, abolitionist, ally, actively answering a call to action. Are you an activist? And I don't know, are they saying that if you are, it's bad luck to you? Because they have a black cat here? I have no idea what that's supposed to represent. Let's get to B, shall we? B, to be or not to be? That's a question. B is for banner, bobbing in the sky, billowing in the breeze, because you're not shy. That's very nice. I like that. C is for co-op. Seriously, C is for co-op. Cooperating cultures, creative counter to corporate vultures. Yes, let's get our children to distrust all the mechanisms of capitalism in America. Oh, and cats. Can you find the cats? Obviously. I wish they were hiding little Jewish people here, and you look for Mr. Cats and Mrs. Cats, but no, it's an actual black cat. They got the cat here, too. I guess that's a motif to keep children interested in the agitprop of this book. Let's continue. D. Oh, here we go. Let's see which side. Oh, this is amazing. So they've got the donkey versus the elephant, the blue versus the red, but they put the communist cap on the elephant. Let's see where they go with this. Little d democracy. More than voting, you'll agree. Dictators detest it. Donkeys don't get it. But you and me, we demand equality. What? Donkeys don't get it? But Democrats are generally the liberal donkey. Okay, I'm already lost. And this is meant for 8-year-olds, and I don't understand it. All right, let's get to E. Maybe E's better. Equal rights, black, brown, or white. Clean and healthy is a right. Every place we live and play, environmental justice is the way. All right, I'm down with that. That's okay. I'll live with that. They forgot to put the letter E on it. F is for feminist, for fairness in our pay, for freedom to flourish and choose our own way. So now we got different ways. The feminist mystique there, nothing mystical about demanding fairness. That's okay. G is for grassroots, sprouting from below, sharing nutrients and the waters flow. Plus, since it's feminist, there's something else flowing down there as well. Below the surface, we're all connected. Stronger together, we grow. And oh, look, there's the cat. They always hide the cat. Where's the cat in this one? Oh, there's always putting a little... Well, this is appropriate. If they're having all these things about women, it's important to have a pussy in there. So, let's get to the letter H. H is for healthy food, a human right. honeydew, jicama, nature's delight. Okay, this person obviously knows liberal and indoctrinated things, but human H, healthy, honeydew, jicama, and they spell it properly. They spell it with a J. Why they would have that under H? They could have had, I don't know, listen, they got hummus, hot dogs, Havarti cheese, hot dogs, because they're talking about healthy things. Yes, healthy hot dogs, please, and pizza. I have no idea where they're going with this. This is, they have all these people eating nice things that are sort of semi-healthy. What the hell are they eating there? So you got her eating the pizza. You have the white child eating the watermelon. Okay, I get it. We're being careful. And you got the black child suckling the booby, which is healthy milk. And then you got a child eating, I guess, a really glow-in-the-dark ice pop that's probably irradiated with something. I don't know. I have no idea where they're going with this. Okay. Indigenous and immigrant. Together we stand tall. Our histories are relevant. An injury to one is an injury to all. Rather nice. And this was, when was this, by the way? This book came out before the whole ICE thing. So that's kind of, when did this come out? When is this? 2013. So they were on some level, prescient and predictive of what would happen. But now suddenly, they go from appreciating all people from everywhere, to like incredible communist, straight up constructivist imagery here with J is for justice, yay for justice, Ja Jing Jang, Juanita, Jamal, justice for the janitors, justice for all. I'm saying you could literally see this on like a 1920 Soviet Union poster. What are they getting at with this? Kings, K is for kings. No kings, ladies and gentlemen. Kings are fine for story time. Knights are fun to play, K-N-I-G-H-T, kniggets. But when we make decisions, we will choose the people's way. And then we have, activists and resorting to violence even at that age. LGBTQ. Love who you choose, because love is free. Go ahead to explain to a 7-year-old what LGBTQ is. Liberate your notions of limited emotions. Celebrate with pride our links of devotion. So there you have 2 male cats or 2 female cats going after each other, and then a hand and a hand and a hand and a hand. Very, very nice. Just way too sophisticated for the audience this is supposedly for. Megaphones marching. Movimiento music. All right, here we go. Hip hooray. It must be May Day. Ho, ho, ho. Yes. Let us celebrate. When Republicans brand liberals and Democrats as communist, and the Democrats say, no, we like certain socialist policies. We like to be on the liberal and humane side of things. And Republicans are like, no, you're communist. And then you see this, right? May Day celebrated. And then you see friggin' this. Really? Really now? N is for no. No, no, no. Yes to what we want, no to what must go. No, no, no. And of course, this was post Rodney King and post all of that stuff. No justice, no peace, no, supposed to be no war, but they couldn't really fit it. So it's no R. But there should be an R in here because they're doing the whole alphabet. I don't understand this. But no compromise. No, just no to the things we hate. There you go. That's what's gotten the world into where we are right now. Open minds operate best. We're up to the letter O. Critical thinking over tests. Wisdom can't be memorized. Educate, agitate, organize. So it's basically saying, hey, our children can't get higher than a 40 on a quiz. What good are quizzes? Education thinking is something else. God forbid you should know enough and memorize enough where you can start critical thinking. No, we don't need to. Let's just assimilate all sorts of stuff and the actual learning will come later. Here we go. We are up to the letter P. Peace March. It's PEA, folks. Peace March. Protest. Power to the people. And if you're giving power to the people, really these people, they should all not be teenagers, but in their 70s and 80s, because those are the actual people that you're going to find in nursing homes. Yeah! It's like, yeah, and this is what turned these wonderful, adorable, young, angry children into the folks who are sitting in tents on college lawns. Oh, joy. Q is for question. Questioning coercion. Querying qualities counter false assertions. Yeah. So you haven't taught these kids anything. They can't pass a test, but they'll know what these words mean. Sure. Radical Reds, the headline said. Ruinous rioters, the rumors spread. Rabble-rousing riffraff. Really? All right, so you could approach this in terms of the folks at the No Kings protests and the other protests, some of the other protests anyway. So fine, and they're all goyim burning their hands as Martin Luther King, and can we recognize any Ms. Malcolm there? I don't see him. Maybe Cesar Chavez. Can't make out all these faces in the crowds, but all of them goyim because they're holding votive candles. How about some Jews? S is for sun, soul, solar, superstar, stellar power, fuels all life, not just flowers, energized homes, cars, and showers. All right, this is nice. More sun power, solar things, I like it. Silly, selfish scoundrels sucking on dinosaur sludge? Boo! Hiss! Yes, let's take it out on the oil industry. Naughty. Let's all, even though only a small percentage of homes all over the place are properly heated with solar energy or corn, or, let's just diss the energy that we all grew up with for 150 years. T, I don't believe this. I do. I've been going along with a lot of things in this book. They're very nice. They're very liberal. Not necessarily for a 7-year-old. T is for trans. For trains, tiaras, tulips, tractors, and tigers too. And here, by the way, there you get the cocoon turned into the butterfly, right? Trust in the true, the he, she, they, that is you. Oh, my God. If you're not going to quiz these kids and tell them what pronouns are, how the fuck are you going to give them pronouns that they don't understand what plural and singular is? I know, this is really for grown-ups. I know it's kind of trying to give them a smile and a wink and to make sure that they're moving their kids in the correct leftward direction and putting them onto, communist farms to create the next Russia. You, what? Oh, okay, they know what to do. All right, I'm a little shy. U is for weekends. I guess the person who wrote this book didn't pass a quiz either. U is for weekends. U is for workers' rights. Wait. They're saying that's not the letter U. That's double U. U is for union. Union, yes. And there's that kitty cat again. And union, yes, except if you ever actually asked a union to try and help you with stuff that your job is doing to you, and all they're doing is collecting your dues and being mouthpieces for Hamas. So, I like the idea of unions, but unions are generally upsetting. U is for useless. I continue. V is for Vox. What? Did you say Fox? No, I said Vox. Did you say box? No! Fox! Get a fucking hearing aid! Rocks, blocks, socks. No! Vox! Vox of the people. Voice of the populi. Better go see the letter D. All right, let's get back to D, which I've forgotten already. What are they doing there? D is for democracy. Voting dictators detest it. Donkeys don't get it. But you and me, we demand equality, whatever. All right. Vox, democracy, populi, something. Where's the cat? Oh, there's a cat. All right, there it is. Okay. W, wondrous world, wondrous we. We cannot be whole. We cannot be free unless we delight in diversity. Do not send this book to the White House. All for diversity. And of course, they've got a diversity has to include everybody. So you've got the cripple there. You've got the person who's poor with no shoes. You got the woman there who is rich but has almost no shoes. It's just one strap on a piece of leather. Then you got a black person who's also barefoot. You got the cat. You got Crocs and the ugliest shoes of all. And then somebody who's got like weird ass, like false, is that fake legs? Or, I don't even know, whatever. But D is for diversity. Funny, I don't see any Asians included. Don't see a lot of Jews in this either. Don't see a lot of, I love how diversity is including like the 3 or 4 main groups, but it is literally leaving out a dozen others. X is for Malcolm, as in Malcolm X. History's lessons can be complex. Remember parks. I do remember parks. Now they're parking lots. Remember King. Yes, the president. Remember Malcolm. I believe he was in the middle. And let freedom ring. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Y is for you, because we like you. Y is for you and for youth, your planet, your rights, your future, your truth. Y is for yes. Yes, yes, yes. And that's kind of nice. And they got the cat, always with the... Did Malcolm have the cat? Oh, yeah, even Malcolm had the thing. But there, look, so we got these little obnoxious kid, the kid who's too young to know the difference at the Passover Seder, and the woman with the yo-yo there, because this thing yo-yos back and forth from logic to stupidity. Z is for Zapatista. Really? A terrorist... or a terrorist-looking guy in a mask with a seriously evil cat. And this is how you end the book, right? Right. How about Z for zero carbon emissions? What is it? And who was Zapatista anyway? I don't even know who the hell that is. This book was made possible by the generous support and enthusiasm of so many people, I can't list them all here. But I have to start with a shout out to Design Action Collective members, class of 2012. I'm so grateful for the trust and generosity of all these people. Any Jews in there? Maybe 1 or 2. And she lists a whole bunch of folks. And everyone else, this is a man, I guess, Innosanto, all who pre-ordered and donated to the publication of our first edition. Thanks to 7 Stories Press and my editor, Corey Silverberg. All right, so at least there's a little bit of kashrut in the book, for their support and enthusiasm in bringing this second edition of A is for Activist to life. L'chaim. This is a Triangle Square Books for Young Readers edition, published by 7 Stories Press back in 2013. All rights are reserved. Yeah, you can keep the book. You can reserve the rights for you. And speaking of Jews, the authors of The Shock Doctrine, filmmakers Naomi Klein and Avi Lewis, I'm assuming they're tribal, full of wit, beauty, and fun, we can think of no better way to learn the alphabet. I can. Comets Aleph Ah, Comets Beit Ba, Comets Gimel Ga, Comets, everybody, Comets Dalet Da. Okay, we need books for children that use words like justice, ally, freedom, and advocate. This is from Rona Renner, host of the Children's Matters radio show, which is why the Republicans pulled funding from public television. This book is rad, says Tomas Moniz, writer-editor of Rad Dad Zine, a zine on radical parenting. Okay, and this is why we have the college kids we have now. And Dan Zanes, I know this guy, maker of 21st Century All Ages Music, Grammy Award-winning album. Yes, Dan Zanes. I wish this beautiful and inspiring book was around when my daughter was young. But fortunately, there are plenty of cool children around today who will devour what Inno is serving up. Oh, Inno, Innosanto is for Inno. So obviously a friend. Anyway, we have been reading A is for Activist. Fine, great. Done with it. Good stuff, bad stuff, kind of all smushed together into something that is, shall we say, kibbutzistic in its communism, idealistic, which I'm all for, but sort of ridiculous as well, which is, I am too. You know, and there are people who say that I am ridiculous as well. I is for me, being Rabbi Sol Solomon. S is for Solomon. You can find out more about me by going to another S, my website, shalomdammit.com. Technically, it's a W. 3 W's. www.shalomdammit.com. You can listen to my sermons, my rabbinical reflections. That's a double R there. R is for Rabbi, rabbinical reflection. That's rad. And you can also watch my stage show, Shalom Dammit, An Evening with Me. The link is right there on shalomdammit.com. Also, T is for television. I did a bunch of television shows on Long Island Cable many years ago called Shalom Dammit, Rabbi Sol Solomon's Peace, Love, and Acid Reflux Hour. They're hilarious, and they're only a half hour each. So I told a little bit of an L is for lie, but you can watch them there at shalomdammit.com. Anyway, I do want to thank David Lefkowitz, the host of this program, for allowing me to come on here and do story time this week. B is for bye, S is for see you next week, H is for happy Halloween, assuming that it is a secular holiday and not, not turning into something goyish and with idols and things like that. Ugh. But H is for healthy, which I hope you will stay. Time for me to go away. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, the Jewish Rabbi Sol Solomon. If you want to follow him, he also has a Twitter feed at Rabbi Sol Solomon, or maybe they call it an X feed now, but it's at Rabbi Sol Solomon. My Twitter feed is Radio Dave 2, Radio Dave and the number 2, and it's because my name's Dave Lefkowitz, and I host Dave's Gone By. We're doing our 1005th episode of the show. Before I bring my wife back, let me do the segment that she hates more than anything else I ever do on this program. Yes, before the show started this morning at 9 o'clock, at about 8:45, I was coughing, I was hacking, I was wheezing a little, as a 61-year-old man would tend to do in the morning. So I knew if I was lucky and I was diligent, I could catch my productivity for you on the show. So a few months ago, or maybe well over a year ago now, I think, maybe, I've been getting over a cold, and on the show, I coughed, and I became productive, and I actually brought up some phlegm. And kind of broadcaster that I am, I'm not going to hide from my viewers, from my listeners. I'm not going to be someone who is in the shadows. I'm going to be open and above board and direct and honest. I'm going to share with you my phlegm. And I did. And showed it to you and looked at it and tried to do kind of like reading tea leaves. Like, what does the phlegm look like? What does it represent? I think it's a beautiful thing. I think it's a profound thing, even though my wife finds it unbearably disgusting. So before she comes back in, let us share with you. Well, hold on. Hon, I'm doing my old phlegm. You don't want to be there for that. Trust me. Because I do have some fresh, beautiful, in the eye of the beholder, phlegm. So last week, my phlegm looked kind of like an Oldsmobile. Oh, all right. I'm going to warn you. I'm literally about to do the thing you don't want to see. So give me about 2 or 3 more minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't have intro music for this. So the phlegm from last week kind of looked like an Oldsmobile moving forward and kind of gave us the sense of time passing, always moving forward, going for the next thing in your life. Let's see what this week's phlegm, which I coughed up about 2 hours ago, so it's already starting to dry out a little. Earlier it also looked like a car, but now I think it's kind of looking like a shoe. Here it is. I'm seeing it, but that's definitely a shoe. Right? Because you can kind of see the sole and the instep there on the top of it, and then and it's not a wide shoe either. It's not like the WWW that I need for the extra wide width. It's kind of, let's just bring it up really close. And there it is. So maybe I'll turn it this way. Oh, that's definitely a shoe. Look at that. That is my phlegm for this week. And so what does the shoe represent? If I were to prognosticate, if I were like someone who reads tea leaves or crystal balls, and if you've ever had crystal balls, you know how itchy they can be. The shoe continues our motif last week of going forward, of forward motion, of moving through. I'm talking about it, but I'm not showing it anymore. You can come in. So I'm folding it over. We don't need to see it. So, put on your walking shoes. If this has been a tough year, and it's been a tough and awful year for pretty much everyone I know, just you lace up those shoes, or if you're me, you put the Velcro forward, and you just put them on each foot, and you just go ahead. And if you don't want to look back, don't look back. Right?
What are you talking about?
Talking about shoes.
Okay.
Yeah. No, there's nothing for you to be grossed out about right now. So anyway,
I don't have any little miniature shoes. I was going to give you little shoes, but I don't.
we don't have. No, they don't part of it. We don't have any outfit
A
things.
sneaker one, but
Oh.
yeah. Would you like to read them The House on the Cliff?
Yeah, I can do a quick little.
You can't read; it's way too small. But you can just show them.
Yeah, one of the things. By the way, when I was a kid, I used to have all the Hardy Boys books. Rather interesting. I had every one of the original Franklin W. Dixon Hardy Boys books in hardcover. Still have most. I've had to throw a few of them out back at the old house where I grew up. But here is a mini Hardy Boys book. And one thing that absolutely shocked me, our friend of the Daverhood, who was on just a couple of weeks ago, Bill Levengood, the playwright, he actually ghost wrote one or two of the later iterations of the Hardy Boys.
Which ones?
He probably told me. I don't remember which.
Crazy.
It wasn't obviously the ones of the original batch that were written in the
Do
60s.
that and that's the space laser.
Oh, I am, by the way, Jewish. There we go.
Oh, David, they're so cute.
I'm breaking the Hamas ceasefire.
They're so cute.
Oh, yeah, they've got the fugglers there.
Well, his teeth are a little cockeyed. Look, his teeth are like that.
Well, they're fugglers. They're not. It'd be weird if they had straight, nice teeth.
It's under there.
I don't know, gums.
So cute.
My wife is looking at those little creatures I brought on before called fugglers.
It's got a lot of teeth.
Well, 4. The most they have is 4. They also have what is it? Oh, they have Jane Austen's Sense and Sensibility. Let's see if I can
OG, huh?
make out anything.
The OF original Fugler.
Oh my God! That is. I would literally need almost a microscope
Here, I'll take it.
to read that. But anywho, here are the books. Thank you.
You never played with, not the yo-yo,
I beg
the
your-
thing that goes.
Oh, I do play with my yo-yo,
You
folks.
know the thing that goes woo like that, you know?
Well, we did have a yo-yo. We also have that
What's
weird
that? Where's
metal
that
thing
Yeah.
where the ball goes. Oh, I'll play with it if you bring it out.
But I don't, the thing is like,
It's somewhere in all of that. It might be in one of the bins if I could fit it.
look what we keep this for Halloween, David. Just give them a preview.
Mm-hmm. Because my wife bought a whole bunch of toys for our 1000th episode.
We got this at that yard sale.
Yeah, this is different. This is something
We
else.
put that on Halloween. Let's keep it out so I remember, okay?
All right, well then we have
or
to
just
keep it on your desk.
Put it in the
Or-
front. Put it
yeah.
in the front.
But-
The fall flowers. What am I looking for?
Yeah, so we're going to be
What am I
decorating.
looking for, David, again?
The ball.
For someone.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Oh
Where do you think it went, David? Oh, maybe here.
yeah. I had to pick it in a place where it could fit.
Ew.
What? What are you?
These snot things.
Oh, yes, it's not me. Okay. So
We
here,
have the ball, but where's the metal?
I probably had to put it in something that wouldn't fit in one of those bins. And by the way, it occurs to me now, babe, that we should have put this up today because this is the pre-Halloween show. By the time we do our next episode, Halloween will be
so
over.
Just take it. I'll
So
put
here.
it around you. Hold on.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna look for that because I don't know where it is. Let me just.
Well, we can use it next week. I can play with that. We haven't done cornhole, babe.
You also have your triangle as well.
Oh, yeah.
I think these bins from Target are the best things we ever bought. You know, for organization.
These little plastic bins they sell at Target.
We have a. Oh, there's another bin inside it. That's why.
Ah.
I was like, we had an extra cover. Hold on. Here's an extra bin.
Oh, excellent. Great. Ta-da!
I can videotape cornhole on your phone, but here, let me come. Can you? I'll dress you like. You have to be dressed like Stevie Nicks for Halloween. So
I do. Oh, this is
you
going to
just come
be
down here
good,
for
folks.
one moment. I'm gonna.
Don't go away. There's more show. It's only 11:15. So we still have our Colorado Limerick of the Dam, our friends of the Daverhood. I'll be right. I'm not going to go in the way. I'm just going off camera for 2 seconds. Yeah.
Can you sit on the floor for a sec?
So while I'm here, I'll have my hand do the talking here.
You gotta go lower.
Okay.
Hold this with this hand. This hand.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've mentioned davesgoneby.com, which is our official main website for the archives of the show. But I haven't also told you about the other website called davelefkowitz.org. Dave Lefkowitz, that's my name, davelefkowitz.org, which is where you can read my writing. You know, we talked to a playwright earlier in the show, Tom
Okay, there you
Alper.
go.
I'm a playwright too.
Okay,
So,
go ahead.
okay.
That's your Halloween tribute.
I also am a playwright, and if you want to read my plays and my songs and my song lyrics and my interviews, printed interviews,
I have to see how you look on the phone. I can't tell.
I feel like Tallulah Bankhead here. And why am I still doing the hand?
I don't know. You have some problem. You're all that.
And if you also want to read my, what else? And
Any of your poems, your
my art,
writing?
yes, poems, writings, my Colorado limericks, they're all there for free at davelefkowitz.org. So everybody do check that out. If you have a theater company, you want to put on one of my plays, I would love it. One of the things is I had the script for my one-act play Blind Date posted, and somebody in India, Chennai, India, read it, liked it, put it on in a beautiful production that you can watch on YouTube.
Lovely,
Yeah. So they did a wonderful job of it. And you know, my show is done in India. I've never even been to India. So yeah, if you have a theater company, you're looking for one-act plays or a couple of full-length comedies, check out davelefkowitz.org.
Oh, come here. Just come here 1 second.
All right, hold on. I gotta.
Push it. Okay, that's better.
Oh, sorry.
Wow, you look like you're going to a ball. Let's see.
I feel like Madam X or something, or
That's
some
yours.
widow in a 1940s
Oh, you
movie.
look great.
Yeah, except I got to do something about these eye bags.
I told you have.
I know I can press the cold things, but
Okay, so
yeah.
if you want, I can put some cream on them.
No, ew,
But that's what's gonna work. You
No.
gotta do something.
stapler.
No, you gotta go. You go get some stuff.
Yeah,
Eye
yeah.
bag cream.
Eye
I
bag.
have a lot of eye cookies.
Let's say if I took a scissor and I cut some of this excess skin.
You bleed to death. You
Really?
can't stitch it. How are you gonna stitch it?
Well, no, I just
You
do
don't like
Scotch tape.
blood. No, it's gonna. No, it's your bleed.
That
out.
won't work.
You
Okay.
bleed to death.
What if you took a sewing kit and just sewed this down like
Look at
this?
yourself.
Yeah.
Put it on your head. You could lift it up as a hat.
Yeah, because it's tickling my nose here. It's a little annoying. Oh, there we go.
Oh, wow.
There we go.
Nothing says you look snazzy.
This is my mantilla, ladies and gentlemen.
That's what it looks like, honestly.
I'm like an old Spanish lady.
For Dia de los
Yeah,
Muertos.
Muertos, sí.
Yes.
See, and perfect for Halloween.
Yes,
Excellent.
It does all of the. I love. That's pretty. It's very fancy.
Isn't it? Isn't it? Oh, it's getting my eyes. That's true. Here we go. So, Jesus. I'm glad you remembered this because Halloween would have come and gone.
But it looks also like ethereal. It looks like the midnight sky. It's beautiful. You look very handsome.
Why, thank you, dear.
You're
So,
a handsome dude, honey.
oh, this is the whole thing. That was just the whole roll?
Yeah, there's another roll. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, we'll save that for next
These
year.
craft stores ain't giving a lot of stuff. You know that.
So here is our desktop cornhole kit, which we purchased half price, and it's quite lovely. It's made in India. Speaking of India, I don't know if it was made in Chennai, and we got our little cornhole bags, so we can play the game.
Oh, you want me to videotape you and then I'll videotape you and you show them? Is that what you do?
Well, when we throw them, but I think we're missing a bag already. How's that possible?
What? No, we're not. There should be. It's right there. It's in right there.
Oh. There we go.
Let me get the videotape so I can videotape
Yeah.
you, and then we'll.
So we'll put it on the floor,
Yes.
and then we'll show
Don't mess your mentilla.
the result.
Okay.
Oh.
The legs are broke. Hold on.
Oh, okay, there we go.
The legs have to. It has to be official. You
All
can't
right.
be messing with.
Absolutely.
It.
We're
Okay. So let me get it. You might want to move your huge white sock out of the way.
So if you don't know the rules of cornhole, it's pretty simple. There's a board with a hole in it, and then you take these kinds of things and you try and throw them into the hole. If you do, you get a certain amount of points. If you're near, you don't get any points, or if you miss the thing. If you land near the hole, then your opponent tries to knock you away, and it's like pool. It's like every other game, from bocce to I can't even. So, all right, here we go. I'll do 4. You do 4,
No,
or
you do all of them. Go ahead. I'm going to video you.
all right. Oh, tell me when to start. Oh, we're already starting. Okay, here we go. So the board is a couple of feet away. I'm going to try and toss it into the hole. No, missed right. Also missed right, but not quite as far over. Oh, missed a little too far. You see that? I got one in.
Go!
1 out of 4. Not too shabby. All right, now the game is on, babe.
And now you got to show the instant repeat. Where's your video?
Oh, I'm not sure. So, I will show you exactly what just happened. The fabulous Rune Arledge instant replay of my cornhole skills, such as they
Just
are.
press that video.
Which are those two?
Oh wait, I deleted it. Not the 30-second one. This one, the 2-minute one.
All right, here we go.
You make
Here
put sound on.
is there some. Or not too shabby. Or not too shabby. Or not too shabby. Or it's more of a sample than an actual video, I'm afraid.
Why is it doing that?
I don't know.
You clicked, I think, on the wrong one. Did you click on it?
Too shabby. Or not too shabby. I can work that into a song, I guess.
Yeah, but that's the 30-second one.
That's 4
What
seconds.
did you do? This is the 1-minute one. I think you clipped it in some way.
We have liftoff. So do you want to go first?
What did you do?
How can you go?
You go. Here, you go with all of them.
So I'm going to toss this onto the cornhole.
No, that was last week.
Board is on the floor. All right, you're handing me something. I'm clicking on
That
it.
was last week, David. What happened?
I don't know.
This week, what your computer, first of all,
My phone might be full because we got to delete these
your
videos.
phone calls people on all sorts of names.
Yeah, that's true.
Thursday. This is what it did today.
Not too shabby. Or not too
That's what your phone made.
Not too shabby. Or 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 not too shabby. Okay. So the world cannot see that I actually did get one cornhole bag in the hole. All right, let me. Can I videotape you while you take your
You can try. Okay.
So
Here's
now
the video.
I'm 1 for 4.
You gotta press the button.
All right, tell me when, and I also have to. Let's see. There we go. All right, you're off camera. That's good. Wait. Don't go. Get ready. Get set. Missed one. Oh. And.
Try to not see. If it says not too shabby, we got problems. Not too shabby.
So here we go. Missed one. Oh! I'll show that again. It went very, very quickly, but And my
slow
wife
it
always
down.
just keeps repeating. Hold
Let's see
on.
if we can slow it down.
Here. And miss one. Oh! You can see it right there. My wife beat me. In fact, she beats me nightly. That's why I wear long sleeves.
I don't know how we can.
But
let's see.
she got
Can we
2.
slow it down?
I got 4. I don't
You
know.
can crop it, auto adjust speed. Let's
So
slow it
brava to my
down.
wife.
Slowing it down here.
Okay, who won?
Okay.
Who won already this week's match of Cornhole? And miss one. Oh. And what's that? Miss one. Oh. And why is it chirping like that? But congratulations, the victor.
Auto. Let's see. I'm enhancing it. Ooh. Oh, look who's in the corner.
Oh, they got the Fugglers there. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. So, ladies and gentlemen, so much fun that we've had on this episode of the Dave's Gone By Show.
Enhanced it. Let's see the enhanced one.
Oh boy. Okay, let's see it.
Okay, play.
All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
Play. Miss one. Oh. And miss one. Oh. And it's actually edited real quick because he didn't throw them that quick. It was watch it. See, it's like, and then 1, 2 real quick.
Wow! It did AI. I did the AI.
Don't.
And why is that thing chirping?
I don't know. Maybe it's the owl.
Oh, I didn't want to say that, but I bet you're right.
It probably is the owl. So we've had a lot of fun today. We've had the 3 folks from the pitch on in the Daverhood, and we thank very, very much for them to be appearing. Remember that the pitch is playing at the Actors Temple on West 47th Street through November 17th. We've also had Greeley Times, where we talked about phone calls that came into the Greeley and Weld County Police Department. Yay, thank you to the Greeley Tribune for that, and Chris Bolin for putting those together every week. We had Storytime with Rabbi Sol Solomon doing A is for Activist. So, and plus, we did not have Bunyan Watch. We may hold that for next week, but we did have My Old Phlegm, and we did have our we're going to have our Colorado Limerick of the Damned for Canton, Colorado. Before then, let's get to our friends of the Daybreak. I'm going to take this off for just a bit, maybe put it on in a little while again.
Put it in front of the.
Yeah, maybe we can have a sort of a.
Well, put it by the mirror.
Oh, there is a lot of this. My gosh.
Put it by the camera, over your camera, so it gives you like that air.
Let's see. Ooh.
You know.
Let me see. Let's see if I can do this.
It's a delay. So I'm waiting because you're.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get it so that it looks.
Get the big sparkles in front, yeah.
All right. Tell me how it looks.
No, it's not saying before then. Let's. It's going slow. Just go ahead.
All right. Anyway, let's do our friends of the Daverhood. These are people who have been on the program in months and years prior, because here we are in the middle of or late 2025, and we've had folks on this show since 2002. So we appreciate it. We're very grateful to them for appearing, and then we consider them friends.
Some of the shinies on front.
Do they have them there?
No, we gotta get some big shinies like this.
Because I don't want to block everything. That's horrible. All right, take a look.
Let me see.
Or at least from what I can kind of see. Let me poke over to the side here. Yeah. But people who have appeared on the show, let me get the music up for our friends of and alumni. They're really more like alumni of the Daverhood.
Oh, wow.
Spooky for Halloween. Yeah, okay, let's try this. Let's see.
Make it like a necktie or something.
Because it is like Halloween.
Yes.
You know, it is supposed to be that time of year.
Oh, I like that. That was nice. Like it's like a, those blouses that have the ruffles in the front?
Oh yeah, I've got a ruff.
Cravat.
Yeah, let me see how I look. I can. Okay. Ooh, there you go.
That's like it's a cravat, right?
Yeah. Oh, very nice. very Halloween spiffy. So, in terms of people who have appeared on this program over the years, those include some very active folks. For example, congratulations to singer Stevie Holland. Her new album is out. Do you know the name of her album, hon?
Hollandwood.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Potato? Hollandwood.
No, you're
This
close.
is Hollandwood?
Her album is called, quote, Talk to Your
Is
Tomatoes.
it this one?
No, it's not
I think
that.
that's her album, isn't it?
Oh, Will Jordan, he's a comedian. There we go, that's why. Yeah, no, that's not Stevie Holland's album,
No?
but that's an album I want
That's
to
what
hear.
came up, yeah, on your feed.
Yeah. No, Stevie Holland's album, you might as well look for it because it's called Talk to Your Tomatoes.
No, we're not showing that.
Oh, we're showing that. Oh, we are showing that.
Hold on. The record album called Talk to Your Tomatoes.
And it just came out from Stevie Holland. Did they show it yet?
No.
It may be just brand new on her website and stuff. It may not be.
But here, you can just show them this. They won't know the difference.
Oh, or, oh yeah, oh my. Look
They're
at
like,
that.
"Nah, they won't. They
Oh,
can't read.
how gorgeous. Plus we got this.
Oh, that's good, yeah.
Yeah, so Potato, here's the Stevie Holland album. You're going to love it. You're going to absolutely love it, I
That's
guess.
great.
Now, congratulations also to the one, the only, the legendary Dr. Demento. We were talking about him a week or two
You're
ago.
tired, you told me.
He what? He retired. Yeah, he did his last show ever a week ago, a top 40 all-time demented songs. So what better way to honor him than where he got his bachelor's degree in music from 1963, Reed College. They're giving him his Lifetime Achievement Award from Reed College. I mean, has anybody else ever emerged from Reed College? He did. So congratulations.
Where is it, in California?
Must be. I'm not 100% sure, actually. I should have checked that. And then he went on and did get a master's degree, but his bachelor's, his BA, was from Reed College, and now he has a lifetime achievement from that institution. Yay for Barrett Hansen, Dr. Demento. I got to give some condolences out. Carter Calvert, also a cabaret singer, she lost her brother last week. So we wish her well and sympathy on that. And then Carrie Purcell, our beloved, fairly recent edition of the Daverhood, our slate of theater critics who join us on our Tony episodes. She didn't lose a family member. She lost her full-time job.
What happened?
What happened? Welcome to America. So she is casting about for another job, just like yours truly. She says she has experience editing, doing administrative work, and also childcare. So
It's
if
a big,
a big swing. Well, she's got kids and probably has done a lot of babysitting, and she's also done editing and writing and, desk work, as so many of us have when trying to have careers related to the arts. So she's New York based. If you are looking to hire someone terrific, look for Carrie, Carey, Carrie Purcell. If you don't know how to get in touch with her, get in touch with me and I'll get in touch with her.
she probably has a Facebook and all Instagram and everything.
So starting tomorrow, 24 hours from now, 11:30 in the morning, go to Tanner Smith's Restaurant, 204 West 55th Street, and you can hear Marcus Goldhaber leading a jazz brunch. So you get some nice food and some cool music from Marcus Goldhaber. That is tomorrow at Tanner Smith's. And then today and tomorrow, Carol J. Bufford is at Birdland doing Dames of the Silver Screen. So singing songs by, presumably, I don't know about Betty Davis, but related to folks like that, and Joan Crawford and maybe Ingrid Bergman. Not sure, but check it out for yourself. Today and tomorrow, Dames of the Silver Screen with Carol J. Bufford at Birdland. And then, the ubiquitous, we have the noise. Austin Pendleton alert.
He's everywhere, right?
He is the director of a revival of John Patrick Shanley's play Italian-American Reconciliation, which is being done at the Flea Theater. It's closing tomorrow, so you just have a couple of more times to see it. On Monday, Natalie Douglas is at Birdland doing a 70s tribute So go see her. And then on the 31st, on Halloween, this is brilliant, Ben Modell will be accompanying the original silent Lon Chaney version
Oh, you like that?
of Phantom of the Opera at the Angel in Nyack. So classic movie, some of the greatest horror scenes ever. And it's silent, but Ben Modell is there live accompanying on his keyboard. You gotta go see it. Nothing like experiencing a silent movie live with a crowd of people.
Also with live music.
It makes a
That's wonderful.
difference. A few months ago, when we were schlepping back and forth to New York, I was in town in time to see Ben playing his keyboard for 4 comedy shorts. There was a Charlie Chase, a Chaplin, a Keaton, and I don't know if it was a Lloyd. Oh, it was a Laurel and Hardy. And it was fun. It was a room full, like a church room with about 60 or 70 people enjoying the moment on a big screen with live music instead of recorded or just no sound at all. Makes a total difference. And Modell is so committed to silent film and the history of it, furthering and saving and restoring silent films and making them available. Huge boon to the art form. So anyway, congratulations to him on that. See him on Halloween night and go watch Phantom of the Opera up in Nyack, New York. Playing now through November 8th, David Cale is doing his solo show Blue Cowboy at the Bushwick Star in Brooklyn, New York. And Cale's all head up about it because he's producing the show as well as appearing in it, as we all do, and yet he's an Actors Equity. And that equity gave him a warning because you're not allowed to produce your own stuff if you're...
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he's thinking of just leaving the union altogether. So much for you is for union. Who else? Let's see. Ruben Santiago Hudson is directing the new play by John Leguizamo, The Other American, at Off-Broadway's Public Theater. That's running through late November. Also running through late November, Andre de Shields is Tartuffe, playing at the House of the Redeemer, kind of this newly, all these new places to do plays and things are out there now. The House of the Redeemer, I think it's up on 95th Street. Go see it. And it got really delightful reviews. So Andre de Shields is Tartuffe, in the Moliere play, House of the Redeemer, now through November 23rd. Now through December 2nd, Gabriel Barry is directing the off-Broadway play Reunions at City Center, Stage 2 in Midtown. And then, of course, all the usual reminders. Evan Seplow founded and edits StageBuddy.com. Vicky Quaddy is the creator of Late Night Catechism and Are You Smarter Than Your 8th Grade Nun? Not to mention she's going to be ramping up the bingo and the Christmas shows out there in Chicagoland. Go check her out. David Sheward writes theater reviews for TotalTheater.com. David Kenny plays Everything Old is New Again, his radio program on WBAI.
I know where I want to go eat.
New York Radio on Sunday nights. And then...
I want to go. Can we go there?
Okay. And let me just mention Eva Heinemann doing High Drama theater review show on YouTube and Facebook pages. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know where this is, and it's probably AI generated. It can't be real. If only it were. And Potato loves this because there's a tomato on it.
He can't read though.
Yes. Forget Mystic Pizza. This. Wow. And those, my friends, are the alumni and friends of the Daverhood. Very nice. Some Vivaldi there. Vivacious Vivaldi for this, V is for Vivaldi. On this Saturday morning, October 25th, 2025, we're getting close to finishing up this episode of the Dave's Gone By show, our 1005th. Done so much, but we still have our Colorado Limerick of the Damned to do. Unless there's anything we need to to discuss or talk about.
I'm looking up your
Beautiful wife of mine, because
friends and family. There's nothing crazy except that.
yeah, and this week for us was all about eating. We ate out a
What
lot.
about you?
What is that?
Tell people to put a rat on their.
Oh,
You
yeah,
should-
we did.
Yeah,
We went shopping.
you can't show them yet because that's for Thanksgiving what you bought.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
no, but we decided to go to Michael's because it's a fun place.
Craft store.
We get stuff like this cheap from Michael's, and sometimes we get frames from there. It's a pretty cool store, and we go in there, and if you see a woman wearing blue eyeshadow, that's a clue. You told me this.
Yeah.
If a woman is wearing blue eye
Like
makeup,
turquoise, yeah.
yeah, it's a clue that not all there. So I'm just wanting to buy something, and my wife is also like, oh, and then we can't really say what it is because it is for
There's
Thanksgiving.
two things you were deciding. So you're
Yeah.
a glutton for you're like a camera like whore. So you wanted to get pictures of both.
Yeah, because you were like, if you don't know which one to buy, let me take a picture of you wearing both of these, and then you can decide which one to get. So now I'm there, and my wife, who does this, she's my documentor, if you will, puts this on my head, and I'm posing, and of course this brings a woman over, because obviously it's something noticeable, and she starts talking to us, and she's holding a large fake rat,
It's a rubber rat.
a rubber rat in her
Use
hands.
the pig. She'll use the pig as the
Here it is, we got
to
it.
show like it was a.
So it was like 5 times the size of this, like a big rubber fake rat in her hands. And I'm thinking, oh, she's being, she sees we're having fun. She wants to get on it. And she's like, oh, look, you're buying that. I'm buying a rat. And then she gets into this jag about, I couldn't really hear her that well, but she was talking about.
She said that rat would scare off the big kids off her like stairs during Halloween, and that everyone should get a rat to do so.
Right. I'm only half hearing her, which is probably for the best.
You're looking at
Well, because I'm posing. I'm looking. I want to see how this thing looks on me.
and she thinks you're encouraging her.
Yeah.
You're smiling at her.
'Cause she just
You're
keeps-
shaking your head.
Yeah, talking about this rat. I'm like, what the? At first I thought, oh, you're buying that cute thing. I'm buying this cute thing. Hello, no. She's. So as Max Bialystock says in The Producers, they all come here. How do they find me? They find me. They just like they used to find your mom.
Yes.
She would be shopping somewhere, and a woman would seem perfectly normal, strike up a conversation, and then mention the tinfoil that she wears on her head to protect against space aliens. This was actually true. You hear about these tinfoil hack people. Your mom actually found a tinfoil hack person and attracted her. I get him. So we did that, but that was the only real story from this week. Everything else was just about, well, it was nice to have pizza again.
Oh, that was delicious.
It's been a long time since we've had
And the bread, we had the bread as the homemade bread too,
the homemade bread from.
and the olive oil that came before the pizza.
Oh, we went to. Can we mention the name of the
yeah,
place?
I'm fine with it.
It was called. It's not Green Turtle. It was California Pizza Kitchen. I know it's a chain. I'm guessing it's a chain.
It was delicious.
And I don't know why we've avoided the place. Because we've been here.
A friend recommended it and said it was tasty. I just didn't want tomato sauce.
Right. But, when you haven't had something for a while that you generally like and you kind of forget about it, and it's like, no,
But
we can do it at home.
Fresh made.
But we went there and it was like, oh, it's nice to have pizza. A good, very thin crust. Not quite New York style, but that's fine. My nice crunchy crust. Really, really good. Pretty reasonably priced, all things considered for 2025. Really great bread. I was munching on the bread, liking it even more than the pizza. So good. So yeah, that was nice. It's that reminder. It's like sometimes when I go a couple of weeks without Chinese food, and then I realize I like Chinese food. Why haven't I had this in 3 weeks or 4 weeks or something? And then I have Chinese food again. I'm like, more, until I'm like, and this week was about sushi for me and fish.
Oh, we went back to the place we liked,
Yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, this is what I'm really going to be drinking all week. Highland Halloween eggnog. A little bit of ectoplasm in every cup, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah. All right, we've been putting off. That's a horror. Here's the real horror, ladies and gentlemen, our Colorado Limerick of the Damned, because my wife and I lived in northern Colorado for more than a decade. And while I was there, I just decided to write a poem about as many different places in Colorado as I could, whether really, really well-known cities and towns to unincorporated small communities, whatever I could find on a map or eventually on Wikipedia's list of populated places in Colorado, and I'm still doing them, okay? We moved away from Colorado like 5 years ago, still doing these things. Granted, I'm including now ghost towns or places that barely had a post office for more than 5 years. They count. If I can rhyme them and they existed, they count. So our latest Colorado Limerick goes to Canton, Colorado. I know Canton is a well-known place in Ohio, but there is a Canton, Colorado. I'm going to tell you a very little bit about it. There's not much. And then do our Colorado Limerick of the Damned.
A limerick is a comic verse of 5 lines, in which lines 1, 2, and 5 will end with words that rhyme, and likewise verses 3 and 4 also end with words that rhyme. So this is a limerick.
Rocky Mountain.
Yes, Colorado, indeed. For Canton, C-A-N-T-O-N, Canton, Colorado, there's really almost nothing to say about it. It's an unincorporated community southeast of Greeley. It's apparently about 15% lower than a mile high, as some other places are, like Denver. That's it. That's it. You can't find anything else about Canton anywhere on the internet, but Wikipedia lists it as a populated place, and it shows up on a map thing as Canton, so it counts. And therefore, I got to write a poem about it. And remember that limericks are supposed to be evil and risque and dirty and naughty, and this one is. So, ladies and gentlemen, this week's Colorado Limerick of the Damned for Canton. The boys are all ravin' and rantin' about this young lady in Canton. Her features are plain, and so is her brain, but Jesus, her tits are enchantin'. Please send your comments and complaints to davesgoneby@aol.com. Davesgoneby.
I'd rather do.
Should I have done that poem?
Why didn't I think of that?
See? Yeah. Did you find it, dirty or naughty or sexist?
I couldn't agree more.
Okay. Okay. But should I stop doing Colorado Limericks of the Damned?
I'd love to.
He'd love to.
He'd love, not me. Not me. You don't, do you speak for me?
What a wonderful idea.
Oh!
Ask another question.
There's a garbage can waiting for you, Buggy.
Ask another question.
Let's see. Should I give my email address for people to complain?
Whatever you say.
Sure. I say davesgoneby@aol.com. I try and read every letter that you send in. Plus, you can message me directly on Facebook or post on our Facebook programs, where you can post on Facebook. So either way, I do love hearing from you. Part of what I do this show for is to be out there and have people tell me that they get a laugh, that they enjoy, that they like the guest, they just like the experience of starting their Saturday morning here in the Daverhood. Did I explain it well?
Yes, dear.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Terms. That's good.
So, anything else? Because we're basically done with the show. It's 10 to noon Eastern
I
time.
thought we'd go to the little bagel place you like, grab a bagel, we could eat it,
Yeah.
park, eat it, and then we hop over and we look at the
owls.
The Owl Fest.
Yeah, let's do it. So, but I don't think there's anything else really that we need to, because we don't really talk politics on here, and we don't deal with some of the other things that are going on. And it's an oasis on some level. Yeah, it's a place where we just get to be goofy, to have guests. We thank once again Tom Alper, Phil Alper. Wait, no, Now, Phil Hendrie, Tom Alper, and Christine Blackburn all appearing in The Pitch off-Broadway through November 17th at the Actors Temple. Thank you to them. Thank you to Rabbi Sol Solomon. Go to shalomdammit.com for more about him. Go to davelefkowitz.org to read my writing and davesgoneby.com to listen and see older episodes of the show. Want to wish you a most happy and safe Halloween. Remember that you can go back and listen to our old Halloween shows. My wife, one of her favorite episodes that we ever did was just a couple of weeks into the beginning of this program. It was a lovely episode. Karen Young
The tampered candies
was the guest, and we did sketches and things. I was more industrious back then. But yeah, it's a great show. I don't remember if it was our 8th or when we started in October. It was probably our 3rd or 4th show that we did that. But anyway, check all our older shows out, davesgoneby.com. Well, this concludes the 1005th episode of the Dave's Gone By Facebookio, Podcastio, Programmio of the Street. Be with us next Saturday, first Saturday in November, for the 1006th episode of the Dave's Gone By program with me, Dave Lefkowitz, my darling and wonderful wife, and all of you at home. So, really, there's not much else to say. Thank you, Potato, for being a good sport about that talk about chips and things. Give me food. Okay, here we go. This is Potato's lunch. Thank you. Have a great week. You guys really have a great week. Time to leave the Daverhood.
Days gone by. Days gone by.
B is for boom!